Masters of the Metaverse, Masters of the Metaverse, they travel through time and space and stuff. Troll them, re-roll them, throw them above. They fly through dimensions, this isn't a bluff. Heroes compelled, they have no choice. The model wins of a secret voice. Masters of the Metaverse, Masters of the Metaverse. Masters of the Metaverse, Masters of the Metaverse.
Hey everybody, welcome to Saturday here at Hyper RPG, the interactive, hyperactive, community-driven Twitch channel. We are so happy that you are here with us for Masters of the Metaverse, Episode 3. I believe someone was referring to it as Chill Saturday at one point, because it's just nice and relaxed. And so,
except for when we're like fighting.
Yeah, so instead of Netflix and chill, you can Masters of the Metaverse and chill. And Master and chill, this is...
Master and chill.
That's a fine line.
It sounds lonely, but I'll do it.
Meta chill. There you
Meta
go.
chill.
We are so happy to be here. We've got a fun show in store for you today. Just because the show is still new, just a reminder to everyone on how this all works. Myself and the rest of the group here, we are associated with a local film company, Zombie Orpheus Entertainment, and we are very happy to be able to do this show here with Hyper at the Penny Arcade Studios. It's like this blending of all of the fun geek stuff. It's pretty cool.
All of the nerds in the Northwest have congregated.
Yes, exactly. We've found our Valhalla. So, so the way this show works, it's based loosely on Tri-Stat. There is some modification that has occurred, which means that low rolls are best. That's what we're aiming for. And for those of you who've seen other shows on Hyper, you know that the die here suck. So low rolls actually is working to your advantage usually. It's also a show in which degree of success on a roll is just as, if not more important than that you succeeded. Because your one roll is saying whether or not your attack worked or your skill check happened, but it's also determining how well you pulled that off. So if you succeed by hitting it right on the number, that's not going to be as big of an effect as if you succeeded by 10, 12, 15 points or such. And that is going to come up, so I wanted to make sure you knew about that. In this situation, then all of our cast are identifying as both a player and an avatar. They are a player who has been inserted into a hyper virtual reality high-tech thingamabobber, that's the technical term, and metapods that have injected them into the reality of someone else, their avatar, who they now can control and view and experience the world through. So as we've talked about it before, kind of think of it as Quantum Leap meets Sliders with dice, something along those lines. The world in particular they've found themselves in is a world, at least for now, the world that they're in, because we will eventually leave Earth 00668 and go elsewhere. The world they find themselves in is one in which superheroes and supervillains are so normal and commodified and regular and such that that they have actually found themselves in the bodies of potential hopeful superheroes on American Sentinel, the top-rated superhero selection show looking to find the next member of the Order of the Sentinels, the premier superhero squad on the planet. One thing for those of you who've caught a few other episodes, we recently realized, or actually Christian realized and reminded me after the show, that in this system, blocking ranged attacks and dodging ranged attacks is actually something special you have to be trained to do. And so we've really been fudging with that the last couple of episodes. And so many hits that we're not hitting are going to start hitting in both directions.
Oh no!
So that's just something to be aware of, that the damage scaling is going to be different as a result of that.
Thanks, Kristen.
Because I think Riptide's the only one who actually is trained in that. So
it's because Riptide's the fighter.
Yeah, it's because Kelly's played the system before. So that's
This is spurious claim. I don't know what you're talking about.
Who is this guy?
So you in chat, though, you have a huge important role to play in this show because you are the computerized hyper-reality amplifier and transformer. I did tweak it a little bit there. You are chat. You are the AI of the Metapods who is determining what is going on in the show. You are causing helpful buffs to occur, glitching, trolling, all of that stuff's going on. Someone, I'm sure, in chat will throw the store link at you. We have a lot of different options for you to look at there on how to affect gameplay, and so excited to see how that all plays out.
And we love it both ways.
Yeah.
Well,
Make it hurt and make it fun. It's all good. We love it.
I love the phrasing on this show. I love it.
No, we don't do phrasing.
We don't do phrasing.
We're not doing phrasing.
We're not doing
it's-
phrasing.
That's a different
It's
show.
really-
Different show.
Different show.
okay.
Oh, good Lord in heaven. So we do have one other new
And
buff,
we're
though, to throw out this week, and each of you is going to want to write this down on your own sheet.
Writing it down. Yes.
So one thing that is going on is that for backers of Zombie Orpheus Entertainment's Patreon page,
Yeah.
they now have the option of participating in weekly polls to give you guys
Polls?
certain buffs. Yeah,
Oh,
polls.
fun.
P-O-L-L-S. Not like
So-
Not
people
polls.
Well, thank you, Patreon backers.
Thank you. Thank
Poll.
you.
Polls.
I grew up in the country. So as a result, the results of their votes have come in, and so one thing that they are able to do is to select a cumulative bonus to a single roll for you. Every person who votes for you is a +1. So if 2 people vote, you get a +2, 3 a +3, etc.,
Nice.
etc.
Awesome.
If you get to a +10, that'll roll into a second set of numbers.
Sure.
Okay.
And since in Tri-Stat degree of success matters, that's actually really
Yeah, that's
helpful.
very-
Yeah.
That's great.
And unlike your other buffs, you are allowed to do this one after you roll.
Okay.
So that one's
So once
changing
you
our
know the
target
result,
number.
then I
So
can say
once
I'm going to
you
spend my.
know your result, you can throw this on to kick yourself from failure to success,
Great.
etc. From success
Thanks,
to uber
Patreon.
success. So Aquamarine, you will have a +1 to work with.
Okay.
At some point, you can drop that on.
Great.
Crash, you have a +4 to work with.
Whoa, someone's
A
popular.
lot of
with
love
Zoe
for Mr.
backers.
Christian Doyle. Jebediah, you have a +2. Jenika, you have a +1.
Okay.
Rosie, you have a +3. And I have a +6.
Oh, that's not fair.
Well, they like you best, apparently.
There you go. Additionally, because there are different tiers of backers in terms of how much they're doing on Zoe's Patreon, there's also a secondary thing that they can vote for that gives you 10 points of armor for your character. I mean, it's not like actual just
Right.
shielding and overshielding, if you will, as a Halo player. So Aquamarine, you have 10 points.
Okay.
So your first 10 points of damage today
Are free.
Are just ignore them. Okay?
Free.
Got it.
Crash, you have 30 points.
I do get hit the most.
You do.
It's true. Yeah.
Jebediah, I'm sorry you don't have any right now.
That's all right. I don't need.
Jenika, you have 10. Rosie, you have 10.
Okay.
And I have 130.
Are you what?
Kidding. I'm still kidding. I have 0. I want 130, but I have 0.
Good. You know they're gonna buy you 130.
It would be awesome.
Real mad. All right.
So do you have all those numbers?
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
we're
It
good.
makes sense to you
Thank
guys.
you,
Makes sense to you guys.
Thank you for not giving him 130.
And
Don't. That's no.
That would have been rude.
And I also want to, before we jump in, I also just want to say thank you to Void Smoker in particular on Twitter. We have really been enjoying and been honored
gosh,
by the
so
fan
much.
art
Yeah.
that you've done,
Super
and
jealous.
everyone else too. I'm only bringing up Void because I've seen so many of those lately. And I loved the picture today of Harvey.
Harvey's so good.
Yes,
Harvey looks
the invisible
so-
rabbit,
so frightening.
who I think was just eating strawberries. I don't think he
No, it's
actually.
blood. He has destroyed his
Really?
enemies.
Okay,
He's
I
a-
was trying to be.
He's a conquering
No,
bunny.
Harvey.
I think maybe he just got into a jar of jam.
That's what it was. It was.
Well, I'm gonna try to use the knee trick that my
Yes.
person like
Oh,
with the
yeah.
knee exploding in that guy. I'm totally gonna try that today.
Yes, and I appreciated the pants guy.
No, we really aren't doing phrasing on this show.
No, we are.
Just not happening.
I love how it happens, and most of the time we don't even notice we've done it. Like, oh, I've accidentally said innuendo. Oh well,
Our
in
bad.
your endo. So, last week on American Sentinel. Last week on American Sentinel, our competitors provided super security for the grand opening of the Sentinel City Mall. It was a day to celebrate until it wasn't. And we cut to, on the screen, you see flashes and images from last week's show. We see Armor Guy, aka The Rivet, doing his speech, pontificating about this awesome new mall that has opened up in the center of Sentinel City. Mayor Cynthia John, she's there speaking her words of wisdom to the people. The crowd's enjoying this, 5-story tall shopping, pardon me, just metropolis / monstrosity, with businesses on top and residential above that, and a condo up on top that keeps us. What's that line from Rent? Never mind. Anyway, all of these things going on. When out of nowhere the group of mimes and buskers who had invaded the opening of the Sentinel City Mall start to attack. The mimes doing their invisible box attack to cordon off the security guards and prevent them from being able to do their job, and the buskers with their earworm of Kenny G music and their soprano saxophones, causing nausea everywhere. And of course, then we see cuts of those villains, Chambermaid and Les Resistants and Punch and Judy and all of their various nefarious deeds. In a surprising turnaround from week 1, the Alpha Squad were the competitors to watch, going from zeros to heroes.
Oh, yeah!
Performing with both skill and teamwork. And we cut to some shots of the Alpha Squad just being amazing. We see Hex Destiny doing her rope the monorail trick, where she actually ripped up the railing of the monorail and twisted it around into a lasso and flung it around to catch the train as it was trying to escape. We see
cool.
Riptide surfing around on the water, rescuing all the people from the mall, and just chillaxing, being being
Just another
Riptide.
day on the waves, man.
There was Bombshell with her swarm attack, just chewing people apart basically, and throwing them down to the ground and reconstituting from her nano wasp form into. I read your notes; they're nano wasps into back into her constituent self. Not Aquamarine, but Lady Vale. With her flight of the onesies, as she, you remember this? As she possessed an entire baby gap and made all of the children's clothes come and start dogpiling on top of some of the opposition, and Kid Titan with his double head clonk. Near the end of the battle, taking out
Batman, those guys.
Exactly, Batman. Was it Punch and Judy, and Chambermaid?
Yeah.
So it was an amazing fight, but not everyone was so impressed. And then we cut to a shot of Reddit Lad and his compatriots, the 4chans, heckling and looking on in disgust as you guys are doing your thing.
Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow.
Paximo said it in chat, and I thought it was brilliant.
Yeah, no, we're keeping it.
I would love to
That's
take credit, but it wasn't mine. Like,
That was good.
that was just too great.
All jets.
It was. And even our own executive producer, the Rivet himself, seemed none too happy to see his former junior league teammate back in the super saddle. And we see Kid Titan and Armor Guy exchanging barbs and angry glances during the show, and they've actually chopped it. So even though you two didn't interact directly,
It looks like we're just staring at each other the whole time.
like right there. They've
Gotta love editing.
Exactly, it's all about the editing. And the whole time that is going on, there's a cover of Why Can't We Be Friends playing over it.
Is it at least a good cover of Why Can't We Be Friends?
Is there a
No.
good
Is it
cover?
like the one from Lethal Weapon 4?
No, it's really, yeah. Looks like that relationship has gone rocket boots. And we cut to a clip of the young Kid Titan blasting his way through the city and running into various buildings and causing havoc.
I was 12!
Somebody else has
Sadly,
control.
not all of our competitors came out on top. Try as she might, a stitch in time couldn't save the seamstress, as she didn't make the cut. And while his combination of lethargy and necrology was intriguing in theory, under the pressure of the camera's watchful eye, the narco leper simply fell apart. And with all that in the books, the stage is set for another exciting installment of American Sentinel. Woo! So you guys find yourself back in the green room of the show. You haven't been briefed on what's going to be happening today. And because of the way the show works, and you do get kind of dispersed to different quarters and stuff, you haven't gotten to see each other much in the past week. You have been able to communicate a bit through Bombshell's nanobite, or her nanobot,
The nano-wasp telepathy?
Exactly.
I also picked up the telepathy power from.
Oh, you picked up that power with your reconstituting
Yeah,
of
so
your
now
powers?
she can do nano-wasp.
I
then we can all talk to each
love
other.
it. Perfect. And you still have one that's annoying Reddit Lad, is that true?
I annoy Reddit lad.
No, you remember you
You
sent
had one that was biting his
you had one
butt.
Oh yeah,
biting
oh, it's
Reddit
still
lad?
doing.
Okay, so
That
Reddit lad.
nanobot is still biting Reddit lad because he deserves it.
Yes, Reddit lad has
Yeah, he called me a whore.
nano hemorrhoids right now.
Yeah. So there's a
and,
little nanobot biting him, and
he's
it's going
very
to continue
irritated.
biting him.
Okay, so you've
indefinitely.
not had a lot of time though to be face to face, and this is the first time you've seen each other face to face in a week. So you sit down and you're in the green room. There's some other groups around as well, and you just have an opportunity now to kind of catch up and debrief from last week and just kind of talk about your situation.
Well
guys.
met, compatriots.
And I actually kind of missed you guys this time. Good work, everybody.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see that you're not dead again.
That was nice that you came back.
Yeah, I can just come back like that radioactive mummy thing.
Right.
Excellent
I'm never
skill.
going to get that
Thank
power. I'm
you.
never going to figure it out. It's more interesting than what I've got.
That's true.
So, on that note, couple of things. My powers are acting kind of wonky.
Oh no.
Wonky how?
They're not working most of the time.
That makes no sense.
Most of the time?
Most of the time, yeah.
So what are they doing some of the time?
I'm not really sure. I don't seem.
Do-
I can run fast still.
Do I just
Okay,
need to
run
keep hitting
fast.
you with a giant bus
No,
over and over
I
again?
don't think that's a good idea at all.
Well, that's how you got them back. So I mean, I could just like have spells on hand.
Do
and
you
just,
need
like,
danger?
hit you with buses?
I don't know. All
We
I know
can
is that I've
provide
been
danger.
trying to practice at the gym all week, and I can barely lift a car.
Barely.
But you can run fast. Mm-hmm. Okay.
As fast?
Not as fast as, like, say, somebody with actual, super speed powers, but, I can run pretty fast.
This is perplexing.
You can run pretty fast for like a 40-year-old guy who's
For a 40-year-old guy who, I could run like 100 miles an hour, give
Okay,
or
okay.
take. So, I mean, it's pretty fast for a superhero. I'm just not, zipper fast,
Okay, well, we'll support what you have.
Indeed.
Or
Or
we
we can.
fought fighting a
Just letting you know, I might not be the most useful. I will do my best.
We will find a way.
Thanks. I'm sorry.
I think we should figure out why.
I don't know. Maybe it's a confidence thing.
Oh, like you just need to relax.
Friggin' Reddit lad, right?
Reddit lad got to you.
My email got bombarded. My Twitter got bombarded, all with just little snippets of me in those rocket boots.
Yeah, I might have
You need to turn it around.
retweeted.
I feel bad for flicking him in the head so many times.
I wouldn't. He deserved it.
He did deserve it.
He did. He deserves that little nano wasp.
He does.
It's still biting his butt.
Forever. Until I decide to change my mind, which I don't think I will because I'm a robot.
So there's that.
Who's on the chopping block for this week?
I don't know.
Not us.
Johnny Legion, if there's any justice.
Ooh.
Johnny Legion is like the front runner in this contest right now. You realize that?
Yes, we need to take him out.
It's ridiculous.
He can be everywhere. What are you gonna do? How do you fight that?
We can do it.
Well, we don't know what the next challenge will be. Perhaps we will rise above Johnny Legion in the next challenge.
Well, I figured that after last week, the last thing we're gonna be getting is mall guard duty.
Maybe
Well, we did very well.
maybe it'll involve running fast.
Oh, let's hope so, but not too fast.
But not too fast.
It'll be okay.
So as you guys are sitting there and talking and such, one of the other interviewers, kind of the people on the street sort of folk, from the show comes over to you all and says, "Hey guys, so thanks again, Kid Titan. Last week, the conversation and such. You were interviewing with my buddy Chad.
Yeah.
And so I need to talk to one of the four of you."
Oh,
Just a little bit, just on camera. Just, get a little bit about your backstory, B-roll stuff. Just not really
I'm
B-roll.
always ready
but-
for such an interview.
Okay, great.
looks like we have a volunteer.
Unless anybody else would like to go.
And that's all
Gestures
yours.
over to one of the hovering camera drones that's hanging around him, and he says, "Okay, so let's just start with the basics. So, Bombshell, right? Mm-hmm. So, tell me a little bit about yourself, Bombshell. How did you get here? What's your backstory? What makes Bombshell Bombshell?"
Scientists.
Okay. So Bombshell. So you are you're this kind of pinnacle of nanotechnology.
Indeed.
Yes. So what's it like to be not actually even really human or even alive in that traditional sense? Have you noticed any biases from any of the other competitors or anything like that?
I know no other way to be. And all the other competitors think I am awesome because I am.
Great. Your name, Bombshell. I mean, that's kind of a classic superhero persona. You know, I know.
Indeed.
You're Bombshell 3.0, correct?
Yes, there have been 2 others before me.
Yeah. So, do you know much about Bombshell, the original,
No.
or? Okay, Bombshell 2.0. Did you two ever hang out at all?
I heard
or?
she was intense.
Oh, okay. So how long have you been?
I have been Bombshell for 4 months, 3 weeks, 2 days, 22 hours and 17 minutes and 14 seconds.
Wonderful. Okay. So, Bombshell, is there anything in particular that you're hoping to get out of this experience about being on American Sentinel?
Yes, I would like to save more innocent people and put down bad guys.
That'll work. Okay, great. And he kind of thanks you for your time, and he walks away. And
Great
you guys are
interview,
left.
other Chad.
Thank you, sir.
His name is also Chad. Yeah, we have
lot of
4
Chads.
Chans and 4 Chads. We've only met 2 so far.
See, that was easy, guys.
That was great.
Definitely have a gift for interviewing.
Really honest.
Succinct.
I know no other way to be.
So as you guys are sitting there now, and Chad has walked away, you start hearing a little bit of a high-pitched tone in your ear. It's coming from inside your head.
Are my nanobots malfunctioning? Does anybody else hear that?
I'm hearing
hurts.
something. It's kind of annoying.
Indeed.
And
Tinnitus?
you start hearing some crackling sounds,
Nope, not tinnitus.
and then a voice speaks out. Hello? Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Subject, participants. This is Dr. Simpkins. I am attempting to reach you via the Metapod's communicator functions. It has been 2 weeks without contact from you. Can you? And the voice fiddles out, goes away for a second. Burst of static. Actually hurts a little bit. And then she comes back in. It is imperative that you answer through your Metalink. It worked during your time in simulation, but we are concerned that it might be. And then her voice fizzles out again for a moment. We are seeing certain fluctuations in your biorhythms. This could indicate that. And the voice fizzles out again. If that is the case, it is imperative that we bring you back quickly for your own safety. Are you okay? We have made 2 unsuccessful attempts to return you to our reality. We will be attempting a 3rd soon. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then the last bit is very soft and just to herself. Oh my God, what have we done?
She seemed to be leaving out quite
And then with
important
that, I
parts.
need you each to give me a die roll, and on an odd number, move yourself 1 towards the player, and on an even number, roll yourself 2 towards the player, as your player identity is quite aware of some of the ramifications of
Odd
that
was
message.
1?
Odd is 1.
Odd is 1, even is 2.
Okay.
So if you got even, you're all the way to the side.
And I did.
So to put that in game terms for you, you are now much more of your player than
Yeah.
your avatar. But you can still communicate with each other.
So that was a little unnerving. Hey.
It's been 2 weeks since we've been in here.
Yeah,
Has it?
the pod takes care of all of our functions, our bodily functions. We can poop in it.
Yeah, you heard her say, "Oh God, what have we done?" Though, right? You all heard that?
Yes,
Yeah.
we heard that.
Okay.
We're just still part of the interface process.
She didn't say anything about when they were going to try to extract us again.
But they tried twice and it didn't work.
I'm not worried about it.
Well, she said soon.
Soon. Great.
The technology is sound.
Well, I don't want to be sitting there in my own poop.
You're not. It cleans it right up.
It just filters it. We're not.
It's
Yeah.
Crash. The technology's not.
Don't worry, I
that
asked.
sound.
I
It's
asked.
experimental for a reason.
It's not from here. You know that.
Okay, well, we just have to be aware and ready to go.
All right, so
Right?
what's the plan? If we know that soon we're getting extracted or whatever they call it, should we just keep playing?
We play the
Keep
game. We always
doing
play
it?
the game.
I don't want to just sit here, so yeah, let's go kick some ass.
Let's do it.
I'll see what I can do on.
And just then, some of the side doors opens, and you and the other competitors look up, and you see a group walk in. But these are unlike any of the other interns or show staff or anyone like that you've seen thus far. These guys look like professional soldiers. They are decked out in full tactical gear. Each one of them is holding a high-caliber rifle. They've got full face masks, everything. Picture picture that, really. And there's about half a dozen of them. If you glance through the door at all, you see that there are more out in the hallway.
Problem.
And one of them looks around the whole group, addressing not just you guys, but all of the competitors, and says, "Hey, time for you guys to follow me. You're up for your next thing." And he turns and walks out, and the other competitors in the room kind of look around for a moment and shrug and stand up, and they all start following out after him.
And they're
Go.
okay.
So they start loading you guys up onto the buses. They start loading you up onto the buses that you've been familiar with before. You find yourself with, there's other random folks, some you've seen, some you haven't on there. You guys, you have the opportunity to cluster together though, near the back.
I would like to stay near a door.
There's an emergency exit, you can be hanging out near that.
Okay, because I don't trust them.
And there's some of the guards are standing, some of them are sitting. They don't seem to be guarding, they don't seem to be hostile towards you at all. If you listen, you will hear those conversations buzzing around from some of them. You pick up some of the other competitors kind of mulling, I wonder what's going on, where are they taking us, that sort of thing.
May I send one of Bombshell's?
That was just to get our attention.
Can I send one of Bombshell's nanos to go listen?
Absolutely.
I would like
Absolutely.
to do
So you hear some of the troopers discussing, and they're talking about placing bets on the results of today's competition. There's actually one sitting really close to you. If you want, you can interact.
Can I betting on?
Can I seduce him?
Yes, actually, you could.
Okay, great.
You could do that. Didn't think about that. Yeah, you go right ahead.
Okay, I beat it by 9.
Yes, he's very interested in talking to you.
Hi, guard.
And hi, guard. And that worked. That's the amazing thing about Aquamarine is that worked. That was enough. He was talking to his buddy. He kind of looks over at you and kind of does a little jolt and actually lifts up his mask a bit. And like, hey, how's it going?
Great.
Play on his basis instincts.
What are you guys talking about?
Oh, just today's competition. What you guys are all off to go do.
Oh, tell me about it. Can you tell me all about it?
It's pretty exciting, It's everyone's buzzing about who's gonna come out on top, who's gonna survive even.
Sure. Gosh, we're wondering too. So
Rub his arm. Rub his arm.
I rub his arm. So what is it? What is the competition? We have our guesses, but it would be so much easier if you just told me.
What does rubbing his arm do?
Gives them signals.
What kind of signal?
INNUENDO? Well, guess I can't really call it an innuendo since I spelled it out now. Here's some hashtag meta point to make up for it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nice. So he I was really not expecting you to seduce him. In hindsight, I should think of that every single time.
You should.
No, it's my favorite thing is when we break your game.
I know. That's fun. He says, well, today's the big event. That's all they keep telling us. It's supposed to be like this really big event.
Oh.
And I think you're gonna win.
Thanks. Will you tell everyone else that too?
Absolutely.
Great.
And you can turn away from talking to him. He's gonna just be staring at you now, awkwardly, for the rest of the ride.
I turn back and I touch his arm again. And I ask him to let me know if you hear anything.
Absolutely.
Just some details about what we're gonna do, okay?
Absolutely.
Thanks, guard.
You want my gun?
Yes.
And his buddy's like, what are you doing? Hits him in the elbow and he doesn't hand you his weapon.
Well, I appreciate that you would have given me.
Yeah. That would be twice that you would actually have done that. I didn't even think about that. Our first, good grief. So the bus drives along for a while. You find yourself moving towards the center of the city. Once you guys stop and you all are ushered off the buses, all of those guard types, all those soldier types, they leave you and they start taking up apparent defensive positions on the perimeter of the city streets and such.
This looks a lot like the prison. Just FYI, people.
They've cordoned off a lot of the city.
And as you look around, you notice that the streets are very quiet. And whereas the other events that you've been a part of, you've seen crowds of people watching and cheering. On this one, there's no one around.
Can I get Ultravision?
I believe you have that, so yeah.
I ask for it really nicely.
Oh, to Hal. I see what you're saying.
Hal, I want Ultravision, please.
Yeah, sure, kid. Let me just kick that up for a second.
I wanna.
Thank you. Cars, people, pretty much, like, are the vehicles on the roads inhabited? Or are there not vehicles on the road?
No, the streets have been all cordoned off.
There aren't
There's
people in the parked
barricades.
cars?
Nope. The only
Anything that
people
might be people is a mannequin?
The only people you see right now are your group, and you do notice that there is another group off to one side, and one other group flanking.
So we're in the middle.
You're in the middle. And you can check out who those people are if you'd like.
I want to sense which direction the danger is coming from.
Oh, do you have that? Yeah, give me a roll.
I do. Which...
Deuce, deuce.
Deuce, deuce. 4, so I beat it by 16.
What?
You beat it by 16.
You are completely convinced that whatever is going to happen, it's going to come from the mall.
From the mall. Where is the mall?
The mall is
five-story
about
monstrosity.
2 blocks away.
Okay, so we are in the middle. There's 2 opposing teams on either side, and another point in the distance is where the mall is.
I would like to take a look at the other 2 squads.
Group, mall.
Mall. Okay.
Right in front.
You'd like what?
I would like to take a look at the other 2 squads.
Oh, you recognize these guys pretty easily. To your left flank, you see your good friend Reddit Lad.
No, of course.
And the 4chans.
I would like to send Harvey over to Reddit Lad to just hit him really quick and then run back.
Okay.
I can't stop that or see it.
Yes, I will deal with that in a second. And to your right, you see Plan A.
Plan A? Who's in Plan A?
Well, the Conductor, the Red Menace, General Panic, Granny Mabel, and Johnny Legion.
Oh, Johnny Legion.
Johnny Legion.
Does anybody have an interesting power I might want to check out at some point?
Granny Mabel has a magical walker.
A magical walker? What does her magical walker do?
It allows her to move.
So taking out that walker would take out Granny Mabel's ability
She
to
has
move.
other powers too, but it is her item of power.
Okay.
Dude.
You can't even contain yourself. Yeah, so Harvey's gonna run over and just hit Reddit Lad real quick.
Okay.
Are you worried about getting disqualified before the match starts?
It's an invisible bunny. No one knows what happened.
You can
They
go up
have the methods of detection.
Yeah. He brings up a good point.
We will be disqualified. But that's okay. You'll get cut because of it. And
I'm not getting cut. Harvey will stay with me.
I would like to move the nanobot that is biting Reddit Lad in the butt. I would like to move it 3 inches forward.
You notice that Reddit Lad, I just tensed as you did that.
Yeah.
And that wasn't even, wow, that's method.
Training in anatomy.
He starts tensing up, and he was just kind of, a little discomforted, but now he seems even more so, and he's wiggling a little bit.
He's going for the handless wedgie pick.
Yeah, he's trying not to actually dig in there, but he's trying to get it taken care of.
Oh, it's gonna stick.
Yeah, and
Secret method. It
as
works.
this is all going on, you start hearing a strange pounding sound. It sounds like a supersized jackhammer beating into walls. But not as, I shouldn't say jackhammer, because that would imply like a bum, 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 bum. It's more of like, well, no, it is actually like that. Yeah, it is, but it's in little bursts. Like a bum, 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 bum. Like that sound.
Yeah.
It's definitely coming from the mall.
Mall.
It sounds big.
And then you start hearing this very loud scraping sound. It sounds like steel just being rent. Someone can conjugate it for me in chat. Steel that is being made and torn into pieces that are loud and obnoxious.
Okay.
And then, I'm assuming you continue to kind of, keep an eye on it. I'm assuming you're watching your flanks. You're watching. Everyone seems very tense. Like you can see, even Johnny Legion, for all his bravado, everyone's kind of looking around because no one's been briefed as to what's going to happen.
Then Crash is just standing there.
Yeah, pretty much. And then out of nowhere, bursting out of the mall, windows shattering, doors flying, pieces of onesie all over the place, comes this 50-meter tall.
What is that in feet again?
About 150 feet.
Thank you.
Chicken-shaped golem that if you look at it closely enough, you're pretty sure is made out of the remnants of everything you might have been able to find in the food court.
Wait,
Chicken.
what?
That bursts out,
Chicken fingers. And
flaps
by the
its
spine.
wings, and just goes, "Bark! Bark! Bark!" And because you are all too far towards your player's side right now, you may first roll initiative. So give me a 2d12 plus your ACV.
Plus ACV. So I have a 30.
I love you, QQ. Thank you.
Oh god.
And using player side.
I have a 30 plus the oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a 28.
And oh, you're doing that's right,
You
initiative
said
right now.
ACV. So that's what
Yes, 2d2 plus your. So anyone at
27.
27? Anyone above 27?
I am.
I had 28.
Okay, give me 1 sec. 28. What are you at there?
32.
Crash 32.
It's a giant
Riptide?
chicken.
A giant food.
Riptide?
12.
Chicken
12.
made of food. Chicken made of food.
Chicken shaped.
26.
26.
Animated food.
It's a chicken-shaped food court monster.
Pizza and chicken.
I don't even know how that happened.
Just for a little bit more shame, Riptide, I did actually put yours at the very bottom just to indicate the big gap.
Several
Well,
lines.
that's because I'm busy staring at the 50
Giant, massive-
meter tall
Yeah, it's
Animated
massive
food.
It's true.
It is
It's
rather
food court
giant.
chicken.
And so it comes busting out, and then yeah, it actually when it so badly, you each then are affected by a fear effect because you are not your avatar as much right now. You're more your players.
Wait.
So
wait.
this is what,
I have like psychiatry and interrogation and intimidation, and aren't I prepared because I work in a prison for things that are particularly scary?
I'll give you a +2 bonus on it.
Okay.
So so what we're gonna do then is I'm gonna give this roll and we'll see what happens. So this one is for Lady Vale,
Oh gosh.
or I should say Aquamarine really right now.
Yeah, she's very aquamarine right now.
Aquamarine.
Because that chicken, it's taunting us.
That actually, you are going to not be affected by that attack.
I was hiding down here.
However, Rosie, you are. So that's going to give you a -2 to your next roll.
Just my next one.
Just your next
Excellent.
roll.
It's okay, girl.
Or actually, excuse me, you have a -2 now until you get off.
Off of that,
Yeah,
okay.
until you get off of that. Jenika? 13, 14. Because of that bonus, you are not affected by it. Well played.
Thank you, prison craziness.
Crash, I'm trying to think if you have any bonuses on that. You got an 8, so that will hit you. Yes, so -2 for Crash.
Okay.
And you are totally fine, Riptide.
Or Jebediah is the case.
Jebediah, that's true. And then, so initiative begins. This giant chicken monster has just crashed out of the mall, and you actually see Reddit Lad and the 4chans and Plan A. They look at you guys, and then they just sprint towards the chicken.
Toward the chicken.
Yep, and they will actually act before you guys. And what you see is
Come on, chicken.
Reddit Lad and the 4chans actually, they just go balls to the wall. And they just immediately try to attack the chicken. And in their very first round, the chicken pops one wing off towards the side and flings them all flying across the room.
Did he take his wing off?
No, it just
Okay.
kind of does this, you know.
Sorry, the way
they
it
have
was,
some movement.
I got it. I was.
I'm a man. I'm not a chicken, and so it's sometimes hard for me to.
When you said it, you popped the wing
Oh,
off.
as you said, popped
I
it.
thought it.
It popped it and locked it.
Since he was made of food, I thought perhaps
It popped
he could
it like that, you know,
dislocate
like-
and throw.
And then a little chicken wing would be crawling down the.
Yeah.
And as soon as so Reddit Lad takes the brunt of it, he gets cracked upside the head trying to lead the charge. He was flinging up against one of the side buildings and just seems to be kind of lying on the ground stunned. The 4chans, they also they go attacking the chicken's legs, and as they start trying to mock it and tell it that it's got skinny legs. Most of their stuff is based on trolling. I'm just going to let you know.
It's true.
They have a lot of sonic
Love
attacks.
trolling.
the
powers.
Schadenfreude of having Reddit Lad have his butt handed to him by a giant
Chicken.
meat chicken.
Yeah, it is
It's
kind
not
of
lost on
yeah.
me.
He's very familiar with chickens, though.
But
There's
the
pizza and salad in it too.
the chicken just ignores the chans actually
Thank
as
you,
it
Jack.
strides forward, and the chans go flying off to the side as well. Plan A, having seen this, they actually pull up short for a moment, and they just kind of take a little bit of a defensive posture off to the side, trying to figure out what to do next. So that takes us to Crash/Kid.
All right.
More Crash than Kid right now, unfortunately.
You do have 3 meta points.
Thank you,
Yes.
Jack.
And so we'll see what chat gives you.
I am I am forced to use one, actually.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'm going to be paralyzed.
Thank you, chat.
There we go.
Thank you, chat.
Back on even ground. Hey, eye contact. Okay. I am going to use my ultravision to see what's holding this thing together.
Okay.
Since I already have that activated. You know, like, obviously it's not just tendons and stuff. There's some kind of energy, I'm assuming.
You are getting a magical aura from the chicken?
So I think it's a magical type of energy?
Yes.
Well, it has to be. It's
Magic-
holding together food.
Magic
Yeah.
chicken.
And it is, I mean, this thing's disgusting. Like, it isn't a giant chicken. It is shaped
it's a-
like a chicken.
Made of food
But
court.
it is made out of food court refuge, and there are some wrappers and other things. It's disgusting. It's as if something had animated all of the stores, not as in businesses, but in food and
Does
supplies.
it seem dead set on attacking, or is it going somewhere?
Right now, it's just going straight north.
Okay.
Like toward us.
Yes,
Okay.
it's coming straight towards you.
But right past
what that means, who knows?
Reddit
right
Lad
now.
and the 4chans.
Right.
Yeah, it flung Reddit Lad the 4chans to the side. Now it's just pushing forward.
Okay.
Okay, so I am going to go make myself a target for this thing and shout out to Hex that it's magical. It's magical. Take a look, see what the source is.
Sounds good.
And I'm gonna run at it as fast as I can and, throw myself into it like it was a bank.
Okay, you want to give me an attack roll?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Okay, go
Even though
for
it didn't work on the bank, I have expectations that it will do better against the chicken meat.
It doesn't look like
Animation.
it. Like I said, I'm just trying to get the chicken to, the chicken monster to focus on me. I see what you're doing, so that's... Okay, that's under. I beat it by 4.
By 4?
Much
Okay,
more
great.
effective.
So how much damage would that be?
Let's see, beat it by 4, that's 100% damage, so...
Or no, that is 75%.
75%, so I did like 35 damage.
Okay. You did. You got up there and you attacked that chicken in the leg.
Yeah, that...
Okay.
I basically just like threw myself into its knee,
the
like
foot?
hoping to knock
I
it
see
down
what
or
you're saying.
something.
Okay, so trying
but-
to take it out by the knee. Okay, perfect. So Kid Titan goes sprinting towards the giant animated chicken golem. That's gonna be a fun thing to say over and over again.
Yeah.
Leaps using his badassery bank punching skills and shoulder slams the chicken in the back of the knee. The chicken is so huge though it doesn't really seem to be
Phased by
it much, but it does take a little bit of damage. You see some scattering of old beef patties and nuggets go flying off of it, skittering along the side. The local rats are going to really enjoy this battle
Oh,
afterwards,
gross.
because there's just food everywhere.
My punches do nothing!
And it just continues forward. So that's going to go to Bombshell then.
All right. If I put myself into a swarm, do I need to roll for that? Just to be a swarm, not
no,
to
you just do
attack with a
swarms.
swarm. I just want to.
You just want to be a swarm. You
so
swarm.
I'm swarmed.
And remember that you're more Jenica right now than Bombshell.
Right, I know, but I can still swarm.
Yeah, you can.
Okay. I want to swarm. And you know what? I need to use a meta point so that I can at least try to attack. Is that all right?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
I
was
can
gonna
just-
use both,
I can-
but you should use one. You should use one.
I can try it.
You don't want to do that attack with the 2d12 plus 2 though.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
2d12
so
plus
thank you,
2,
Chad.
yeah.
So sorry, I'm just gonna use the one because I know other people need it.
Yeah, if Chad starts throwing meta points at you, you'll be
Much
be
better.
helpful.
We'll be in a better place.
Meta points.
A better
So,
place.
I'm gonna try to swarm attack the giant meat chicken.
Okay. It's a chicken golem.
Chicken golem, okay, 10, and I beat it by 4.
It has feelings.
I beat it by 4.
By 4 is 75%, so what's your damage?
Chicken
sorry, that's
It's usually
120, so
120, so okay. Cool.
So
So
it's 90 points of damage.
you actually did some pretty good hit with that swarm. You actually managed to completely engulf one of the chicken's wings
yes.
and whatnot. You're chewing away at it, which is disgusting. Chipping away at it. And
Good thing
bits
I'm a
of-
robot and I don't
I
care.
know, and bits of you would be gagging all over the place.
Stinking.
Bits of old fish. What do I want to say? Old fish sticks and random teriyaki bits. And
While I attack, I would like to defeat some of the
chewing
smells
away
as well.
and such.
I want to degrade it so that it does not smell. At least this portion of the chicken that I have attacked.
See, as she devours
So
the chicken,
kind.
she's transmogrifying the leftover matter
So
since
it's
it
not
could
as gross.
to Febreze.
She's
I like it. I think it's ridiculous, but sure, I like it.
I want my
so you
fellow
do manage to do
compatriots to
that.
be able
The
to
chicken
stomach
did
the chicken.
actually notice some of the damage you just did there.
Did notice?
Yeah.
There is a phrase that comes to mind, and I think the phrase rhymes with Lucky Bell. Hashtag MetaPoint.
Yes! Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
3.
You've got 3 more guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
So now we have 4, right?
That's
Yeah, we're down to
We have
1.
one left, plus 3.
Oh, I haven't removed them. I'm
He hasn't
sorry.
been doing it.
I need
okay.
to remove the 2.
We got 4.
So you've got 4 total.
Excellent.
Thank you, Chad.
Sorry, I forgot that I need to do my job. No, you did. You were able to really rip into that chicken golem wing, and I mean,
And
it's,
make it smell better.
pieces
You know,
of it
I-
are just ripping off and such. The wing is still intact, but it's actually pretty tattered compared to where it was.
Tattered compared to the garbage that it already was.
You know, I
Hex,
really
it's on
need better
you.
superpowers.
Hex, it's on you.
Okay, multiple things are happening with Hex Destiny.
Yes.
First of all, Harvey has a weakness for fried chicken.
Okay, there is fried chicken in the chicken golem. It's not all fried
so
chicken.
Harvey, he has just beelined it straight for that, wherever the lowest piece, I mean, he is on it, he's having a great time.
Okay.
He's just eating for, fun,
Okay.
actually, at this point. That's what he's doing. I am totally using, at least 2, I might use 3 meta points.
Okay.
I'm gonna use at least 2 to get over to
Chad.
That's half of them.
Thank
the
you, Chad.
Destiny side. And I would, as a non-combat action,
Yeah.
I'll scan for magic. Where it's, I'm connected to the magic.
Yeah, you definitely see there's a magical aura all over this thing. It's going to take you a few
How do you
rounds to
detect
try
that
and
magic?
focus.
Well, do I have to cast a spell to detect it?
Yeah.
Oh, because it's your thing.
Okay,
yeah.
so
I
I'll
need your-
ask
yeah.
my team. I'll ask my teammates. Would you prefer I unlock the source of the magic or help kind of slow down our chicken golem and then do the source of the magic?
Well, why don't we stop fighting this giant chicken Godzilla and have a conversation about it?
I think we should go
I'm trying
to
to
the
be
source.
a teammate.
I think we should go to the source.
Yeah, that's a
Small
good
child.
idea, kid. Sorry.
Okay, fine. It was a really good spell. We'll wait.
We could do the chicken. I mean, we
The
don't
source.
even know
So
the chicken is.
what's it going to be, Hex?
So I'll study the source of the magic, see where it's coming from, who's doing it, if I know anything.
It's going to take you a couple rounds, but you will eventually be able to kind
a
of
couple rounds.
get it down. And I will still need a haiku.
Oh
for you
yeah,
to get
no.
all that
Hey,
down.
magic being, show me the source of magic. Hashtag BFFs.
I love how often you use hashtag as your final line in a haiku. It's great. Okay, yeah, so you cast a spell, and now it's going to start doing its thing. So
I gotta
that will
roll.
take us to, that's true.
No, it's success.
Success? Okay. Hex just went. So Lady Vale, or actually Aquamarine, because you're all Aquamarine right now. You could try to seduce the chicken golem.
Okay. Really?
No.
Oh, you just
I mean,
said
you
though.
can.
you
I
can
was being
try.
sarcastic. You can.
Okay.
You will have a hella.
No.
If she's going to go
penalty.
completely Aquamarine, she's got to seduce it and then rob it blind.
It's true. You could try to. You will. There will be a penalty, but you could try to seduce it.
Try to seduce the chicken golem.
Okay, I'm getting really in the zone, of looking at it and its hamish eyes.
I just pictured
And
giant.
Does it have eyes?
Just picture
They like
giant
ham-
hams with the bone in the middle as
From the ham store in the mall. Yeah, I'll do that.
No, it's like the
And then-
Arby's where they have
With
the.
its giant honey-baked
That's
eyes.
to start.
Okay, give me a roll.
Giant honey baked
Give me
guy.
a roll with a 10-point penalty.
Wait.
Oh my god, she rolled.
I didn't. I lost by 1.
Don't you have a bonus? Don't you have a
You have a
bonus?
bonus on your roll of +1.
Thank you, Patreon bonus. I'd like to use that to round out my seduction of the chicken golem.
Oh my gosh! I want to thank you all for reminding me that just when I think this show can't go more off the rails, It can.
Yeah.
Okay, so sure, why not? Aquamarine, being full Aquamarine in the body of Lady Vale, somehow manages to
Don't forget that
make, and with that
Well, they're
insane
similar
penalty,
in shape, right? Because she's all floaty with the
Yeah.
rags, and he's pieces. So there's connection between
there's
them.
chemistry.
There's chemistry.
There's chemistry.
She could wrap him up so that he stays together.
We could hug.
It could be
Not
like
this round, she can't.
synergy.
She used her.
No, but that's why he would be attracted to her.
Oh my gosh.
Chicken golem.
I don't know that this golem even has gender, to be honest with you. It's
Well, you have to determine
Yeah.
whether or not it has a mind, and then you can determine.
it
whether
does. It's got a
Aquamarine
mind
transcends
score, so
gender.
that's man. Okay.
Okay, so here we are.
yeah, so sure. So you were able to.
golem.
The golem is not attracted to you
Yeah.
because you made it on the dot, and also it is a giant chicken golem. However, you have managed to stop its forward momentum.
Awesome. We're just
So the
standing
chicken
there
golem
looking
now
at
does
each other.
pause and is at least momentarily. It just kind of looks at you with this quizzical face on it, or a quizzical look on its,
Bombshell.
face.
Okay, so if I reach
Is
out
Lady Vale hitting on the monster?
so I reach out my hand to touch its face of.
You would have to.
Pizza
You
and
don't, I don't think
burger.
you have flight, do you? You have brachiation and stuff like that.
I don't have flight, but I
and
do
you can't
have.
access.
You can
any
just
of that
climb him
because-
like
I have
a tree.
acrobatics.
But you,
You
are
could climb
all
on
Aquamarine right
Harvey.
now. You cannot access any of Lady Vale's stuff.
You could climb on Harvey, and Harvey could climb up.
Aquamarine has acrobatics. Or Harvey.
I'm again going to give you a huge penalty to try and rappel up. A chicken golem.
What about her getting on Harvey's back, and Harvey crawls up? And
You've
then,
already
Harvey's
acted.
busy.
Harvey acts on your initiative.
Fine.
Okay, well, what if I put my hand out and hope that Chicken Golem.
Nuzzles.
Yeah.
It's a good thing you're immortal.
Lovingly.
So Riptide is up next.
It happened, it happened.
No, no.
Okay, maybe.
I'm going another route with this. So,
Oh.
so with my weapons encyclopedia, I would like to know from having viewed these military guards.
Did you just go
Yes.
full on?
Oh, full on
Full on
Jebediah.
Jeb.
With my weapons encyclopedia, I'd like to know what kind of explosive projectile would likely do the most damage to an amalgam creature like this garbage infused. Would be like a
Okay, give me
rocket.
a roll with a +4 difficulty.
Specifically, the weapon encyclopedia. gives you
Yeah.
a plus
Oh
6.
right. So it's what?
It gives you a +6 to your mind roll.
Yep.
Right. So that is going to beat it by 8.
What did you roll?
A mind roll with a +6, and I rolled a 10 to be exact. So it'd be a 17 is my total target, and you said with a +4,
-4.
-4.
Yeah.
Oh, then I beat it by 6.
Okay. You do think that you probably could do some damage to this thing with some sort of high
Stinger
explosive?
missile rock.
Yeah, something like that. What the big unknown would be is how long would that
Right.
last? Would it just
I'm just
reconstitute
thinking
itself, or would it?
temporarily, you know.
But yeah, it could be possible.
So
to blow
I
this
am
thing up
going
right now.
to immediately use my weapon armory ability as Jebediah,
Okay.
utilizing the black box technology and the forgotten Stinger missile that's in the underside of the van. I'm just going to pull out.
Okay, I
load
see
it
what you're
up.
doing here.
He's hacking the Matrix.
I see what you're doing. Now you're using
And-
Jebediah's
yep,
ability
and
to
I'm
hack
just
into
gonna,
the metapods.
I'm just
to,
gonna shoot that Stinger missile that somebody left down there.
Okay.
Right.
I see what's
at
happening here.
The chicken's
Spend less points, get your damage. I dig it.
face.
Okay, so in that case,
And I will even take a whole round to let the system target on this warm
yeah,
mass.
I'm looking at your attributes. I see
steaming
what's going on.
refuse.
I understand the math behind it and such. But yeah, it's going to take at least a round for any of this to be possible.
Yep.
And excellent use of Jebediah's hacking ability in the metapods. Did not see that coming either. Oh lordy. Okay, so after Riptide goes, or actually after Jebediah goes, that is going to be back up to the top of initiative, which means that it is time for the chicken golem to do its thing again.
Ruh-roh.
And the chicken golem, well, its forward momentum has stopped, so it's going to just kind of hang out there for a moment. It's still kind of checking out Aquamarine.
Can you talk back to him?
Oh.
Does anybody have a skill in barnyard languages?
And then,
I have languages.
and then it's going to, take a swing at Lady Vale, because it's a giant chicken golem, and that's what's going on.
It's just showing its love.
This is what it does.
This is what. Try.
So,
Do when they like you.
this is not something that you can defend against because it's not a ranged attack. Well, no, you.
It's a 50.
It's a melee. She can dodge.
I've got a cough drop here.
It's an area attack, isn't it? When you've got a 50-meter tall.
I'm just going to talk from down here for a moment. Lady Vale, you are going to want to make a defensive check.
Okay.
Misshapen barn fowl. She was trying to befriend you. What is your problem? Besides that you are a misshapen barn fowl.
I really don't think it talks.
Is it sentient in any way?
Not really.
It is not sentient. I see no glimmer of
Well,
intelligence
it's not
in the ham
responding
eyes.
to the
Seen it
mummy
all.
flirting with
I'm
it.
sorry. So I critted the hell out of this roll. But fortunately, we established last week that Lady Vale does come back as the giant chicken golem looks down at its once.
Oh, I do have 10 points
Of bonus armor.
of bonus armor.
I know you do. Looks down at its once attempted paramour and just goes. Down with its with its beak, cracks into Lady Vale
I'm
and
really not
just
mad.
punctures
I'm mad for
straight
you.
through Lady Vale for 150 points of damage,
Well, that's a lot.
which drops
dead.
Lady Vale in an instant because she's got 110 to start off
She
with.
died.
So I will make a roll to see when she comes back.
I'm going to speak to Lady Vale's corpse.
Because she has that ability, which is useful. And
Hang in there. We will see you on the regenerated side.
You know, it's kind of nice being like this. So
the Reddit lad and his group and Plan A and their group are still kind of biding their time on the sides for a moment. So that's going to move to Kid Titan.
All right, so punching it doesn't work, flirting with it doesn't work,
Swarming it does a little.
trying to grab his attention in any way doesn't work. But it seems to be using that beak to attack with, correct?
Rip its beak off. Rip its beak off.
Well, I
Say
don't
it
think
again.
it's using its beak or it's
That was a beak attack.
that was
Yeah.
a beak attack. Okay, so I want to try and minimize the usefulness of that beak.
Okay.
So I'm going to jump using my what little super strength I have currently, and
You really should just grab, some boots that have rockets on them and.
sorry, man, I don't roll that way. Yeah, jumping up to the beak, latching on like a baby. You know,
Okay.
Holding a shark's mouth
like a
closed.
sloth holding a
I got it.
branch.
It'll be less this and more of this.
Yeah, but I'm wicked.
yeah, go for it.
I'm pretty wicked strong. I think I can.
I think you got a
So you're
shot.
trying to
I've got a shot, and that's all that really matters.
So, friend, you are trying to hold the beak shut.
And if I miss, I mean, what's the worst that happens? I fall 150 feet. No
Right.
big deal.
Doesn't look bad.
It doesn't look bad. Sorry, that's we're calling that an unarmed. So, yeah, I beat it by 4.
4, okay, so that's 75% damage.
So that is 35 points of damage. That's great.
To the beak, specifically.
Well, more importantly, it's a grapple attack.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so you have
I got a hold of
wrench
him.
onto that thing.
Yeah.
And so it is aware of the fact that you're clinging to its beak. There's those little holes in the side of a chicken, and you actually caught onto one of those with your
nice.
hand as you got yourself up there. And
Okay, I'll try not to get my head stuck in it, but still holding on for dear life.
It's big enough that it would be hard for you to even get your head stuck in there. You could go in and out.
Of
It'd be
the little
okay.
nose hole.
I'm not
chicken
going. I'm
nostril?
just gonna concentrate on
Yeah, I like it.
squeezing.
So you grab there, you grab one on the other side, and you kind of try to get your legs up there to close it shut.
Yep, and wrap them around each other like.
I like the image of that. You're like whole
And the
doing
legs wrapped
a
around
leg
the
vice
tip.
grip
Yeah.
around it.
This is bravery at its utmost, friends.
And that'll go to Bombshell then after that.
All right, so I have, because I am a fabulous cyborg robot, I can collect skills at my will, and the one skill that I have decided upon today is swimming. And since the chicken is made of unarticulated little pieces of trash and
Are you
whatnot,
gonna try and Scrooge
I-
McDuck the chicken golem?
I am going to try to Scrooge McJuck. Yes, I want to swim into the chicken as a regular form. Swim into the chicken and then into my swarm form and try to explode it from the inside.
That's a cool trick.
I like that. That's
That's way
again,
cooler
you
than what I
guys
had
as a group, I'm
planned.
really enjoying this. Okay, sure. There are many ways for you to
cool.
try and
That is what I would like to
insert yourself in the chicken.
Oh dear, I just managed a nostril. See.
And you could go down beak-ish place.
No,
you
I could just swim
that
right
beak
in.
is closed.
You're just going straight in,
I'm swimming right in.
right to its torso. So
I want to get to the centermost part of the chicken.
okay, so
and then
bombshell, give me. Okay, you know what?
I'm gonna do this though.
I don't even think there's a penalty to that because you're nanites and it's. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you,
still gotta
Chad.
make a
Did
basic
anybody
touch
else
attack
like
roll.
super
Totally
need
makes
this?
sense.
No, you're good. You're good.
So go ahead and give me your roll then.
Okay.
You use the last meta point.
What?
What's up with
Yes.
the buffs?
What? What's,
Roll 10's your ACV is 14 on that.
Okay, great. Thanks. I have a 9 and it was 14, so I beat it by 5.
With 100% damage.
Nice. So you bombshell was running towards the chicken and probably says something like. Be strong, friends, and dives forward, and she goes hurtling straight up to the chicken's chest. Well, breastbone, really, because it's chicken. And as soon as she hits it, you all see her shimmer into her nanite form.
No, I have to go inside first. I want
I
to
see what you're
swim
saying.
inside and then swarm form,
Okay, that's
causing
great.
a little explosion.
Hits it and does manage to hit the right spot to go insert herself a bit, and then you want to try and.
I'm swarm forming inside to make a little explosion.
Okay, sure. We'll give a shot at that.
Nom 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 nom.
So give me another roll now to see on that attack.
Okay. I beat that by a lot. Swarm 14. I beat it by 9.
My 9? That's a lot.
Yeah, she rolled a 5.
Yeah, that's an overwhelming success. You normally do 120, so you just did 180 points of damage to it.
To the internal of that chicken. Mm-hmm. I don't know if the internal is more important since it's all congealed meat products.
You, anyone who's watching right now sees the front of the chicken just kind of a little bit.
That's what I wanted.
Nice. Is there
A little smoke that comes? No.
any indication of what's holding it together?
Maybe these 2 hashtag meta meltdown will help you melt down the chicken as well. Whatever food court giant
Roll it
chicken
now.
will melt down too. Or just make Chris laugh at brawl. Either is fine with me.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Chat.
chat.
So we will do.
You're gonna roll that.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll that in a
Right
second.
there.
I roll those typically at the start, so I'm gonna do that
Does
in a
the
moment.
chicken feel indigestion?
The chicken did not enjoy that experience.
Excellent.
So hop back over to Hex.
Okay, so Harvey.
She's still doing her thing this round too.
It is
Oh,
now.
that's true.
Yeah,
But the
Harvey
bunny, yeah.
is just covered in grease, and Harvey is having the best day of his life because this is an unending supply of fried chicken.
Does the being covered in grease make him visible?
Honestly, it would because it would stick to him, and so
Yeah.
he's got at least a shimmering aura of disgusting around him.
That's really gross.
Because
I'm
that's the
glad
thing
that I'm-
about Harvey is he's doing this is he's invisible, he's not incorporeal, so
Right.
all of these chunks, some of it's sticking to him, and
Oh,
he's
yeah, no,
starting to
it's-
have
and he
an
just-
outline.
He's covered. Now, Hex, excuse me, I can't do anything because I'm still doing the magic.
Your sword can make a move
Yeah.
though.
Right, but okay. But
you
that means
can't.
Harvey and the sword can move this round.
Right.
Haha. Great. Harvey, would you say that there's more chicken, higher up, Chris?
Or is it a heterogeneous
would you say there's
situation?
more?
Chicken in the golem? Like which parts are chicken, what parts
because
are fish,
Harvey's
which parts are
gonna use
tofu?
His giant bunny claws that he sharpens himself with his teeth.
Yes.
And just start climbing.
He wants to try going up
oh yeah,
the chicken.
he's clawing.
He's got to know where the best chicken comes from.
He's actually got pretty good speed.
And he has some claw damage.
He does, yeah. So, yeah, if he wants to jump up, pounce, he can start trying to climb up the side of this chicken.
Okay, great.
Ripping out all
Oh, he's
the
also biting
Golem,
him.
chicken golem.
Chicken golem.
17.
17. But I have a +3 from Patreon, which I would use to make it 14, correct?
Yes.
That's a success. Thank you, chat, for letting my giant bunny eat more fried chicken.
Awesome. So you do manage to jump forward and
that's-
Harvey manages
Harvey
to
manages.
leap up and with his claws plug into the side of the chicken, hop
that's
into the other
34 points
side,
of damage.
and starts trying to rappel up the side of this chicken.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good job, Harvey.
So yeah, 34.
Way to be
34.
a team player, you ravenous bunny.
And then, Mercy, since I am doing the magic,
Yes.
my sword can still act
Yes.
now as well. So it's going to take a nice swipe off
But which
off of-
chunk?
Sounds good.
Oh, any chunk. It's not. It likes all the food.
The sword likes the food as well.
Yeah.
I think for stability reasons it should attack
That
the
is
leg.
an 8.
Okay.
That is a success by
That
9.
is a success.
Oh,
That is a success. So you can do damage. This chicken has no soul.
Oh.
Did it ever have a soul?
It's a magical
Well, it's 40
construct.
damage.
It's 40 damage. Great.
40 damage.
More pieces of chicken and bits and crap. And
what have I learned so far, magic-wise?
You have learned that this thing's disgusting.
Yeah,
I knew
it's
that.
super gross.
One more
okay?
round.
You know, there's
I know that.
It actually deliberately seems to have skipped some of the more higher end options at the food court, and it's been all the budget stuff.
Day old pad thai, my favorite.
Exactly. Sparrows in there and whatnot.
Be happy, friends, that you are not inside this giant infernal chicken.
I can't even hear you.
You are noticing there do seem to be hot spots of magic around it.
Okay.
You have not really localized them yet.
Okay, thank you.
You got that damage. That damage. Chicken is definitely not happy right now. The chicken golem. Lady Vale, your body, not this round, next round, you will be back up and about. So your rappy, corpse, her corpse is
You gotta
flopping on the
do the
ground.
resurrection dance.
And it's kind of starting
dance.
Every
to...
time you die, you gotta do the resurrection
It's
dance.
true. Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it. There you go. There you go.
Like a
dance.
flail.
Convulsing.
It's a herky jerky. jerky.
It's like me dancing to our theme song.
It's like
Why don't we all do
herky
it?
jerky and twerky.
Everyone do the generation.
It's the regeneration, kids.
Oh,
Grab a partner.
awesome.
Miley
So
Cyrus.
that's going to take us down to
Regenerate
Jebediah.
together.
Yes.
Sorry.
Finally.
I liked it.
Oh, finally.
So Jebediah, you are still trying to commandeer the weapon systems on one of these vans, is that correct?
No, I've actually used the gadget or the weapons armory or weapon armory, walking armory to discover the Stinger missile. What I'm now going to do this round is I'm going to use my gadgeteering at 30 times speed, so spend 1 round.
Okay.
Instead of several minutes. Just
To get this puppy fired up to fire up the
making
chicken.
that rocket fire just that little bit higher.
Okay.
Hotter.
Sounds
So
good.
next round I will
Sounds good.
hopefully
So
nobody
after
will do
that, this next round, and we're back up to the chicken. Chicken golem. Excuse me, it's our... it just starts lumbering forward. And as you're sitting there, and let's see, go ahead and give me a let's do an opposed body check. That seems to be
Like
the
an
best way to
opposed,
do this.
like an opposed strength check.
Yeah, I
Because
mean,
it's gonna beat the crap out of me.
That's for him.
yes,
Oh,
exactly.
Well, if it has higher super strength than you, it just wins.
So
Go ahead and
roll.
Go ahead and give me the roll.
Rolled an 11.
I rolled a 5.
You win.
Yeah. So the first thing the chicken's gonna do is just go, so it can start because I like making that sound. And I will give you though a check to see if you fall or not. You can try and keep hanging off of one of the. He's swinging off one of the.
He wants me off of him. I'm ready to drop back to the ground. I'll try and descend myself a little bit more slowly than normal, but that didn't work at all. Instead, I fall 150 feet.
Okay, I'm trying to remember your damage on falling. It's
Since
right
I have a
here.
nanobot with him, I'm going to try to console him on the
20
way down.
20 feet, right? Or
No.
Take heart, friends.
It's
the
a-
ground will be near.
It's a chart,
soon.
and I
I've
think
got it right
that
here.
is in the range of 60.
My nanobot is comforting you on the way
You're
down.
gonna take about 50 points of damage.
Okay, 50 points of damage.
Oh, but you had an extra 30 from.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I'm not going to actually take any damage
Oh.
from that. Like my armor plus my Patreon
Exactly.
armor. Thank you so
Exactly.
much. Absolutely
Exactly. So you're-
saved my butt. So I take
Bingo.
0 hit points of damage, but I took how many total points?
It was 50 points on that.
50 points, which I convert.
Oh yes, yes.
I convert that damage into power points and raise my mass.
Sounds good.
Nice.
So then the chicken starts coming forward, and it looks over to its side, and there is a Louisiana fried chicken store,
Oh no.
Oh no.
Mississippi fried chicken. I'm trying to avoid copyrights.
So.
Kentucky fried lamb. That's what it is.
Kentucky Fried
Oh, that
Lamb.
sounds
Yep.
great.
It's lanolin licking good.
There you go. And it looks down at this Kentucky Fried Lamb restaurant, cracks down with one of its claws, then pecks down into the kitchen area, starts rooting around in there for a while, and as it pops back up, you've noticed that all of this damage and such that it seemed to have absorbed from you guys over the time all starts reconstituting and coming back together and whatnot. And in game terms, you almost feel like it might have just reset its hit points.
Might it have?
Might it have?
Friends, it now smells muttony in here. Just my sensors are noticing.
And it just continues now to lumber down the street due north.
That is just about the most horrible thing I've ever seen.
Chemical receptors are sensing.
But wait, it will get worse.
Oh, good. It's gonna get
It's
worse.
still gonna step on me as it goes over.
And actually, let's see. So where you are, it does have incidental leg attacks as it's going. It's not trying to step on you,
I'm
but
inside of
But
it
it
still.
doesn't seem to really
Exactly.
care, and it's got legs the size of tree trunks.
it might step. We'll find out. That actually, wow, I didn't think I would hit it. That would be 50 more points of damage.
Groovy.
As one of the feet, one of the claws, does hit Kid Titan as it's moving forward.
Got pencil?
Continuing on its process.
Ooh.
Ouch! That just sounded gross.
Yeah, that was
It
good.
did. That was good Foley, I like that.
Oh, that wasn't so bad.
And you're behind him now. You are still doing your thing. Are you off to the side as this is going on?
Oh, yeah.
You're offside, you're inside it, so can't do that. Let's see if it hits any of the others.
And everything else good.
It does not hit anyone else
Okay.
as it's walking. That's all it's doing. It's just continuing to walk down.
forward.
Yep.
And accumulate more food.
Yep.
How many
Okay.
restaurants are there between here
Forever.
and wherever it's going?
Right?
Probably 5 or 6.
He raised his eyebrows very sneakily right then.
There might be many.
There might be.
Yeah.
You might be on a good track also, that question you just asked.
Yeah, every time it hits a restaurant, it could just
Get
go
stronger.
in and completely. Yeah.
That's what computer scanning is.
So you might want to start scanning some other stuff in a bit.
That's going to do.
So it's going to go down to a Kid now.
A kid who has just fallen and gotten stepped on.
Yes. Chicken Golem.
And it probably is standing still in the middle of
Oh,
walking.
I'm sorry. I am sorry. This is my
Meta.
fault. It should be. I forgot. I said I was gonna do a meltdown right before then.
Oh yeah, do your meltdown.
So I'm gonna go do a meltdown.
Melt us down.
And so I'll show it to you guys. You prefer seeing it, or you like it when I tell you?
Seeing, I like seeing it.
We got three.
That's a good one, right?
3 is a better one for you. Yeah.
I like threes.
Okay,
If I
that's,
remember correctly, a roll of a 3, that is going to let you use on your next roll 3 die and use your best 2.
Oh, groovy.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Chat.
Love that one.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
We're out of meta points, right?
Yeah, we are
Yes,
out
you
of
are
meta
out
point.
of
We're
meta
stuck.
points.
We are stuck unless that
And I
thing
think,
in meta
honestly,
meltdown
because that
moves.
meltdown, I'm just going to use the other one as well.
Okay.
Because that's that's one that
might
stacks
not
pretty
be
well with other
stuck.
stuff.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So we're having a mega meta meltdown.
Uh-oh.
8.
Oh, no, let's...
Oh,
That's so awesome.
What's that
I
one?
love this one.
Oh,
I was
God.
looking forward to this happening sometime.
Oh, God.
8.
Yeah, so 8. This is going to change things dramatically for
no.
you.
Oh, God.
I
scared
need
right
you
now.
to take your character or your avatar sheet.
It's all one sheet.
And I know it is, so just go ahead and hand it over, and that's fine. So, you know what? I have your other stuff. Give me 1 sec. Talk amongst yourselves.
This is the scary one.
this is not the fun
I'm
one.
so excited for this one to happen.
Just so you
I had such a good plan.
I did too.
No.
Let's share our plans right now.
Yeah, what are
Bombshell
the
was going
plans?
to swim to the brain of the chicken and hope that exploding swarm form in there will affect it.
Okay, I got Lady Vale.
Haiku, which I'll give you.
I got Hex.
Whoever gets it.
I got
Whoever gets it will
Riptide.
get this haiku.
I got
You gotta write your own
Bombshell.
haiku.
Okay, so here we
Can't
go.
use her haiku.
New haiku.
So here's how this is going to work. So we'll start here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Chat, we're scared.
Oh god.
So go ahead, Jebediah. You now have Lady Vale. Okay, so
do you
1,
want-
2,
No, we'll
3.
Oh, you got that.
He's got other ones. Likes that 4.
That one only likes 4.
2.
1, 2. So, Jenika, you now have Hex Destiny.
Okay.
Are you kidding? Okay.
Okay. Okay.
1, 2,
Okay. Sorry to
3.
make some
Because you don't have anyone yet.
All right.
Mhm.
Yes. Magic. I'm doing something about
That
magic.
means
I'm gonna use a 6-sider.
somebody has me.
That way you always get a result.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, okay.
2. So,
right.
Aquamarine, you now have Bombshell.
Bombshell. Sweet.
And the 2 of you each need 1. So,
Don't we just switch?
yeah, so Kid Titan is gonna go over to Rosie. And you still need 1, right? So you get Riptide. And that
How
should
does
be
this work?
everyone.
How? Oh! 10-minute break
I'll help you.
while we read the character sheets. Figure out
How long are we stuck like
Still
this?
over here.
You're stuck this way for 1 round.
Okay. And it's still my turn, or is it
and-
now just Kid Titan's
It's
turn?
now, I'm going to just keep it at you because it'll make my life easier.
Super important question on this. I'm currently here, so this has no effect on me.
It doesn't matter. You're part of this whole thing.
But
in the-
so does it
I'm
for the
overruling you right
No,
now.
no, I'm asking.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
So what I'm saying is when
you
this
bring up
one
a really
happens,
interesting point because you
am
rolled
I
Jebediah.
automatically put to there for this round?
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
is everybody else.
Same for me.
That's
That
an
was
interesting.
that was the point I was
interesting
trying to make.
question. Way to find
Because
we're way to test
otherwise
things
it's
still.
meaningless to me.
Yeah, it's an
that I've
interesting
got
question
her
because
sheet
you're all the way
'cause
there.
Does we automatically move all the way to Avatar? Does everyone move?
for the one round.
I think so. It makes the most sense. So wait, before you move,
Keep
because I
track
want
of
to
where we
track. I
were.
want to track where you are.
Oh, I remember.
I know.
Boop.
You can remember where you are?
Yeah.
We're not gonna
Oh,
If you
yeah.
don't remember, they'll catch you. If you cheat.
I'm all the way at Jeb.
It makes sense.
So
You all
that's-
swing all the way to the
Those
avatar of who you got right now.
Okay, no problem.
Oh, darn.
All right.
Chad, if that was not enough chaos for you, I
right.
hope it was.
Okay.
That's
Why?
amazing.
Why did the food court slob flee them all? Because it was a chicken. Heyo. Good luck, super comedy heads. Post some hashtag meta point SMC that punny chicken someone else do better than these jokes.
Thank you.
That's okay. Meta
Thank
points give you they give you free reign on bad jokes.
Yes.
Totally.
So that was a really good point there. Thank you for bringing that up.
Okay.
I just wanted to do this.
No, it's you're dead on. We need we need a fair way to make that mechanic. Who the hell are you right now?
Lady
He's
Vale.
Lady Vale. I'm Riptide.
I don't have pigtails.
Yeah.
I am
need, like-
Bombshell.
Am I
I could do my
reawakening?
And then Rosie, you have a bomb. No, you have.
Kid type.
You have
Kid
Kid
Titan.
It's also be fun to watch you all now impersonating
I wish I
each
had
other
gum.
every time this happens.
I want
Okay.
gum.
Yes, I've got
All
some
right,
gum
we
in
got
my
this,
bag.
we got this.
So next up, you know what? It should be by Avatar that goes next.
Okay, so Kid Titan.
So Kid Titan is up next.
you just got really strong.
I just got really
Yeah.
strong.
Yep. So you're on the ground. You just dropped from the chicken. The golem continues forward, and you find yourself suddenly ripped and wrenched from your Hex Destiny identity into the body of Kid Titan.
You are currently under the foot of a large golem.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Am I still under his
You're
foot?
not pinned. You just got
You got stomped on.
Stomped down and then he moved
one of
on.
those claws hit you, and it just kept walking.
So I'm behind him.
Yes.
Great. How strong exactly am I?
Right now,
Can I lift-
really strong.
Can I lift a building?
Yes.
Oh wait, how many tons?
I don't know.
Right now, she's got about 10 ranks of super strength. So
So how many tons is that?
That's
about
15 tons total.
no,
no, that's before he got
for two.
hit.
Oh, that's before I got buff.
10
Adversity
ranks.
makes him like stronger.
That's like 100,000 tons.
I've got this right here.
Yeah, it's an aircraft carrier.
So I can lift a building.
Well,
Well,
physics isn't going to work in your favor there.
yeah, it's gonna crumble apart if you try.
One of Kid Titan's one of his defects is that he can't use superhero physics. So if he tries to like say catch an airplane, he'll just make a big hole in a crashed airplane.
Gotcha. Okay.
He totally needs to learn his stuff better. So are you like a dude now?
Okay. Yeah. So.
Sweet.
But. Oh man. Does that mean that you only control Harvey?
Yeah, man.
Oh.
You could like tell me what you want him to do.
Yeah, I think Harvey should jump down and propel me so I can Superman punch.
He can't lift you.
No, you've got to decide for yourself. You've got the avatar you're in right
You're
now.
the
So Kid
avatar.
Titan, I'm gonna have you delay in a
I'm
second if you
gonna
can't tell
throw
me.
a car at him.
That sounds great. So you're gonna pick up a car and fling it at the chicken. I
Yeah,
like it. There are
I
plenty
like
of
that.
cars. You can have your pick of make, model, and year.
Excellent.
That is an 8. That is a success.
Okay.
I think.
How much did the success buy?
Wait,
Hold, please.
it was my ACV. Oh, this. I feel like I'm holding everyone up.
That's okay. You
ACV is
succeeded.
8,
I
so-
I see what you're at. I'm looking at your
Are you
sheet
trying
now.
to punch him?
No,
No, I threw a
She's
car.
throwing a car. You're
Throw
good.
the car.
attack.
Ranged attack.
Range attack on 11.
You
I
succeeded
succeed
by
by
3. You're good. So you pick up a car, you fling it at the chicken.
Yeah.
You absolutely, yeah. I mean, you absolutely hit this chicken, and the car crashes off to the side, goes skittering. Its alarm actually goes off.
Great.
Which will be annoying as hell.
3.
But
Beat it
now
by
if
3.
you can do that to us because I said it. Forgot that.
At 75%, that's about 150.
Yep. So that chicken definitely felt that. That golem.
That car made a big mess of that chicken.
It took out a big end of its backside. Next up is going to be Bombshell.
Bombshell! Bombshell's inside of the chicken golem.
Yes, she is.
Okay, so I'd like to.
Might be easier to seduce it from the inside.
Full
I'm
body.
already inside you.
Whatever, it was.
Just-
That was cool. What had happened? I'm inside.
Yes, you find yourself ripped from the pulsating corpse of Lady Vale because Aquamarine was awake, Lady Vale was dead or unconscious.
Well, she was coming back.
She's
from the
resurrected.
dance.
She's reincarnating as she does.
Yeah.
So whoever has her will be able to stand up, which is nice. But yeah, you find yourself suddenly warped into Bombshell inside of this chicken golem.
Do you have the power? Do you look like Indiana Jones? Do you know that if and Hebrew starts with an I? Then we have hashtag MetaPointS for you.
Thank you.
MetaPointS brought to you #Satyr-Pro.
Awesome.
Satyr Group always one chicken ahead. I mean step.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm gonna have to read that one later.
This also might be an interesting time to think about those of you who have buffs right now, to think about what your new weapon set is. Because you have a rare opportunity to use your respective buff based on who you've got.
But is it a buff for our player?
It's for your player. So you still have your
so I
standard
could
buff.
Okay, if I had Jenika's buff, then I could still use Jenika's
Correct.
buff.
So I just want to point that out. So we had this car gets whipped. So Bombshell.
Messing with my
Yes.
buff.
Okay.
Add more than one target would be great.
I would like to move in within the chicken towards the head, where the brain.
You can keep
You
moving.
hope
the brain might.
Yeah, you can move up there. I'm gonna let you know now. You won't find a brain.
Magical
Okay, well the
golem.
head anyway.
Yep.
And
Do the
again.
popping a thing again?
Yes.
Go for it. Give me the nanite attack.
It's gonna be
Okay.
so much funnier when it's a headless chicken
Which one
crunching
is
through
it?
town.
You know,
I already can still run around even though.
Ooh, I beat it by 10.
headless
10?
chicken still totally runs.
Sure, we'll even say that happened. The back of the chicken's brain area explodes out. Harvey, very interested. Bits of leftover crap and frozen patties, whatever else, come dripping off of its back end. It looks awful. I mean, it looks like a. Oh wow, I've got that song in my head now. It's a horrible reference, won't make it.
I'm also trying to deal with the smell again.
But it just the back end of it blows up and the chicken kind of rears and all this stuff comes cascading down to the ground. And to any other sentient creature, you would be thinking to yourself, it's gone. But instead, the chicken golem just kind of shakes it off, and more things go flipping off, and this wet, slippery sludge is hitting the buildings on the sides, and it just continues.
Well, I asked it if it has a headache anyway. Do you have a headache?
I can't respond to you.
I think it was successful.
That was a good Bombshell line, by the way.
I'm picturing the beak,
Was.
the beak dangling from
did
neck pieces.
You actually did that. You you actually kind of. Now you're kind of looking around. So you're kind of riding in the top of the head of the chicken golem.
It's a chicken mech.
Hail, citizens!
Chicken
Be not
mech.
afraid. Bombshell is here to save the day.
I blasted through the head.
Yes. So let's see. You did how much damage again?
180 with the
Yeah, because
bonus.
it was the big attack. Yeah. Yeah, it was a huge hit on this thing.
Yeah, between the two.
The back end
of
was
them.
So Hex Destiny.
Okay, so I was researching magic stuff, right?
Yes.
Okay, I want to know what I learned. I want Harvey to climb up and ride this thing bareback. And I totally want to do some magic to shut down all the eateries within a 2-mile radius.
Okay.
So
By shut down, what do you mean?
Oh, well, I'm gonna seal them with magic so nothing can penetrate it.
I'm just enjoying your impression right now so much. Okay, this is hilarious. I hope we get 8s all the time on this thing. We might just make that a purchasable now going forward. At least 2. Okay, so the sword. It's an attack. That's an attack. That's a lot of stuff to want to do in one round.
I could skip the Harvey thing if it's bumming you out.
Well, Harvey's already climbed up there and is doing, but he could just continue to kind of hang out.
Yeah.
Okay, so Harvey is up on the side of this chicken getting ready for his next thing.
Yeah.
The sword, you said you want to make the sword?
No. I said I want to know what magic I know, and I want to seal all the stores. All the food stores.
They're called restaurants.
Whatever.
I really want weird.
Hashtag not listening.
Hashtag.
So, yeah, give me a roll for.
Okay.
Give me.
I have a haiku too, if you need it.
Yes, please.
Okay. So do you want the haiku first or the
Yes,
roll?
Haiku
Okay,
first, then roll.
Yeah.
No entrance, bad bird. Fast food is terrible, man. Everything is sealed.
There we go. So this will be the roll to try and magically seal up some of the fast food places and such. 11 magic is not. I beat it by 8. Okay. That was actually really impressive. So you become aware. So the first thing happens is you start. You're not really sure how you're doing this body, and Jenika is a little bit. What the hell am I doing inside of a 12-year-old? This kid is crazy.
But I work with prisoners, so like I totally know how 12-year-olds act.
It's true. So you start getting a sense that the power of this chicken golem seems to be emanating from spots on each limb,
Okay.
and then also a center chest area.
I communicate this to my friends.
Okay. And then you also are able, with that roll, to put a bit of a magical shield around many of the restaurant locations
A bit.
down the street going north.
Many. I want all.
Many of them are magically closed up and such.
Rude.
Right?
Rude.
Rude.
So, Lady Vale, you now are conscious again and back up.
And I'm also behind it.
Yes, you are.
That's good. That's where I need to know where I'm at if I'm going to do this right. Well, I'm really super strong as a mummy, and I haven't really used that yet. So I'm figuring at 15 tons, I can pick up a bus.
Yes.
One of the buses that we got out that nobody's in.
Yes.
Is there another bus next to it or another car? Because I want to take the bus first and kind of shot put it. And since I get 3 attacks, there's another car right there. I want to do the same thing. And then another one over here.
You just start throwing vehicles at the chicken?
Just chucking every big vehicle.
Give me all your vehicle
right
attacks to
at
the
it.
chicken.
Look at the chicken.
Oh, Lord.
The first one is going to beat by the bus. Thank goodness it's the big one. By 2.
Okay. So you are able to kind of slowly get that bus up. It was heavier than you expected.
Yeah, I just kind of grab it on the sides. I don't care if it gets hurt.
Yeah,
It's
it's
going to
fine.
slam into a giant
and
chicken.
you throw it like a luggage carrier at the airport.
Yeah. Beat the next one by 3 because I'm going to use part of that +1.
Okay.
And then
Wait, what do you mean part of that +1?
the +2 that I have.
Oh, you have to use it all at once.
Oh, you do?
Yep.
Then I'll go ahead and
All
use
at
that and
once.
beat it by
Yep.
5.
There you go.
So that
you
I
have
do
a car?
100% damage.
Fling it over. Okay.
And then the last one I barely hit dead on, so.
Okay. So Lady Vale, having just cracked back up, looks around, cracks her neck. And unlike in the past where she is focused on textile-based attacks, this time she decides to use automobiles. And, as you said, she reaches over, grabs a nearby bus, and gives it a nice toss. Goes over, moving forward, grabbing other cars, and this is definitely the act of a superhero, is flinging vehicles at...
I'm only destroying the vehicles that were probably going to get destroyed
Only in
anyway.
superhero games is
Yes.
are vehicles considered projectile weapons.
So that chicken golem definitely took a lot of damage from that. Like that was, it got banged up a lot, and it was not happy about that experience. And so that then leads us to Riptide.
Okay, Riptide stares stupidly at the rocket launcher in his hands and wonders where it came from. Notices the big chicken golem again. And since, as we all know, most of these things are reconstituted to begin with, he begins dehydrating all of the food in the chicken. Using a dehydration special attack to make it smaller.
Nice.
I like it. Give me a roll.
This would be a power usage special attack, right? Mm-hmm. Yay. Power usage water. There it is. I beat it by 6.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a good sound effect too.
All while still holding this ridiculous rocket launcher.
Looks good.
You definitely start doing some serious dehydration damage to this thing. It's starting to slow as it's moving forward, as pieces of it are starting to shrink back together.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm. And
Is it like
it's
is it
still
like
moving
it's
forward,
smaller?
but it's a
That's
little
like
bit
140
lumbering.
points of
Is it,
damage
like,
if you dumped it all in there.
It is shrinking a little bit.
Okay.
And Bombshell,
Yes.
You are not enjoying this experience because you are currently embedded in its skull, or what would be its skull.
embedded.
if
You
it had
said it
one.
was like totally out the backside, so she could like have breathing room.
Yeah, she's capable to breathe. I'm just saying she's embedded in this chicken golem as it is shrinking.
But she could also look out, so she can like.
yeah.
Can my nanobots sort of like, adjust to what's happening?
I mean, you can start on your turn. So that is going to be then back up to the top.
So do we go back
Are we
now?
done now?
Yeah, you can switch back to whoever you normally have.
You take this crap. You take it from me right now.
Just slide them all over.
Oh, these are the old ones.
I know we don't need these. All right, whatever. Okay.
Back.
Okay.
Well, that was exciting.
How do I not have a character sheet now?
That was an interesting.
I just gave it to you.
You did not.
I did.
You gave-
Oh, he took. There it is.
Which one? That
Got
one.
the new one? Okay.
There we go.
Is that good?
Now,
Yeah.
One of these?
now I know to keep these
There's one
things
of those.
around.
He took it.
No, he's been using that one. He's been using that.
So you good?
That was
Yeah.
an interesting experience, friends.
Oh, we go back to where we
Yeah,
were.
go back to where you were before that happened.
No.
Well,
Okay, that sucked.
I don't know. I think that was pretty awesome.
that was pretty good.
Okay, that was pretty fucking weird.
I don't want to be a boy.
I know that feeling.
I could be whatever I want to be at any given moment.
So the chicken is continuing to lumber forward a bit. It's been slowed down. It's been damaged pretty well. And many of its favorite ways of reconstituting itself are less accessible. But fortunately, this is a large city, and there are food carts galore.
2 mile radius.
So it, you said restaurants.
Yeah, darn it, we said restaurant. There's food carts.
So it goes over to some of the food trucks in the area and starts hacking down into it to start sucking out more food and moisture and whatnot,
duplicitousness of
trying
this
to
chicken
build
is
itself back
upsetting.
together.
And once again, we are fixing a
liar.
full-grown chicken monster.
Yes, the chicken is coming back together, reformulating itself and such.
But
Hex, talk to me. What did we learn from that thing?
We learned that there are some hot spots of magic
Where
in
are
its
they?
arm and its chest, like where its heart would be.
Ah, beautiful.
this
And it's like,
Are you still using
recognize-
ultravision?
Still using ultravision.
You start focusing more clearly, and you see, for lack of a better description, hot spots that seem almost like glowing locations on each wing, on each leg, and right in the center.
Okay.
Did I recognize the type of magic? Who did the magic?
Evil magic.
Okay, but is there like a
It's an evil signature.
It's an evil. It just says evil.
It's dark
does.
magic. You know, the
Evil.
kind you use.
Evil, yeah, it's dark magic.
No, my magic's helpful.
soul sucking is good for you.
And so while that is going on, then
while the tween does have attitude, she does help us, and she is an asset to our team.
She's great.
oh,
Why did the chicken take the rocket boots? To prove he could fly with them, unlike Kid Titan, hashtag lag, hashtag JAXUN.
Jackson.
Why do you hate me? Is it because I have the shittiest powers? I understand.
So on your next roll, Crash, you're gonna take a 1 point penalty on your roll.
I will. I'll be happy to.
Okay. So
I don't need a bonus to kick this chicken's ass.
I need a. Oh, and you were all Jebediah.
All Jebediah.
All the time.
Oh wow. Okay, well we'll save that for a little bit then.
Come on, making meals on wheels.
This is gonna. Oh.
I don't want to be defunded.
So we're gonna. So the chicken is not able to attack this round because it has been slowed down by all of the dehydration that occurred. What else did that happen to? Oh,
got
the
2 cars
plethora
thrown
of
through it.
cars that were
The
thrown
head
its back end.
exploded.
The head exploded. It's not able to attack at all. It does. If there was anyone in front of it, it could make some incidental stepping things, but none of you are there right now. And Bombshell, you're back up in this area looking around. You can feel your legs were getting a little bit constricted, but you're able to just kind of reconstitute yourself and fiddle around with how your nanites are constructed, and you're fine.
I am not worried.
Yeah, I'm gonna have them all.
Yeah,
have
how are the
them
other
right
teams
there.
doing?
I believe
What
they're
are
still
they-
just watching
They're
us
still
work.
just watching us get our butts kicked
You
by this thing.
actually, you don't notice them right now.
Guys,
Titan.
he's sneaky.
Kid Titan, that's me
Yep.
again.
Yep.
Okay. Now Kid is a little confused because he's just like, trying to figure out where he is. So let's see. Okay. everybody group up. Get with me. We're gonna try and attack this thing at its legs. Let's go Empire Strikes Back style.
So does that mean we're doing that?
Oh, you want to do a combo?
Vale
you wanna
wraps
do a
his
combo
legs.
attack?
Huh?
You want to do a combo attack?
Well, I think we should get Vale to like wrap his legs up, and then like you use your nanites to like make a big hole in the middle, and
Yes.
you use some water.
Or rocket launcher.
Yeah, and I'll punch it in the middle.
Excellent plan, friend.
So where are you trying to focus fire on?
Yeah.
I think we should start at the middle
Okay.
The middle with the glowing evil spot.
I can make it
Correct?
stay in one place.
because
Kind of.
Because if it doesn't work, we're not any worse off, and if it does work, we've just given away to the other teams a tactic that might work. So,
All right.
Jebediah, give me a. I keep looking at things, being like, whose identity are you more right now? Jebediah, if you could please give me a computer's roll using your. What'd you get?
I beat it by 3.
Okay, so you guys have talked a little bit through your Vanana, discussions. You are aware of the information that each of you has gathered about the situation. You're aware that the chicken has been reconstituting itself
Yes.
by pulling in food, and you've also visually, most of you, seen this
Yes.
from alternate sources and such. It seems to be able to regenerate and heal back up. So your attacks, while they've been effective, haven't really haven't
effective.
stopped it. I mean, it's you've slowed it down, but this thing just keeps marching forward. You've noticed it has not veered from its course. It's continued on this northerly direction.
what is directly north?
And that's where, using your hacking into the computers, between that and, trying to remember what you each have for your skills. Because you're over there right
I
now.
have many skills.
I would like to join your team up plan.
Good. Detective. That's my skill.
Yeah. You are aware.
So many
Where are you
skills.
right now, Crash?
Middle.
I'm right in the middle.
Could you give me a could you give me on Kid Titan's thing, give me a street sense and a detective roll. Actually,
Okay, I'm going to do that, but it is my turn,
Actually,
so
just
I'm
a
going to use a
detective
meta point.
Good
I
job.
have street sense too.
Thank you.
Specifically, I want him because of his
Fake Lords?
avatar.
Street sense, you say?
Yeah, because Aquamarine has street sense, but Lady Vale does not.
I can change it.
Oh, I made it!
Cool.
Sorry, it's like one of my lowest skills.
But I'm all.
I made it by only made it by 2.
Cool. And give me the
detective.
detective roll as well.
A detective roll. Oh, yeah. Beat that by 4.
Perfect. So Kid Titan is aware enough of the layout of the city as a detective, as someone who's gone, through the nitty, the gritty underbelly and such. Due north of your location, about a mile away, is a rail station that is the central loading and unloading distribution center for all of the region's fast food restaurants. This is, we're talking,
Turnins.
cars that are miles long.
Yeah.
All
Okay,
refrigerated, all filled with potential sustenance for this thing. And if you're going to do research or anything, just so you know, whether it's in or out of character, I don't know. Yes, of course, the trains are already there.
Friends, this foul clucker cannot get that food.
We can stop
Right.
him right now if we use his group attack.
Let's do that.
I just think
support this plan.
we're not going to do any damage to it this way. We basically have to find a way to break it apart. And I think that the things in the middle that are, the magic might be the way to do that.
Yeah, like if they melted and went away.
The problem is whatever made that thing happen is still around, and that might not be our actual problem. So
Right.
let's give this a try.
Let's do
All right,
it.
I like this plan.
So I'll hold my action until we have a big enough hole in the chest cavity.
Okay.
And I'm
Well,
working my swarm attack
Oh.
on that big hole.
That stinger missile might not be bad for that.
Right?
And
Wait.
but we need Vale to.
Wrap its legs. What
Yes.
Hex? You seem to have things to say as well.
Oh, I just have. This was my plan.
It's a good plan.
Okay, does this still work?
Yeah.
Still
So
good? Okay.
we'll go you, then you, then you two, then me.
Okay.
Perfect.
So you
Lady
blow a
Vale
hole
is
in and
going.
I'll make
So
it bigger.
you guys are all free to act right now because there's no one, in the middle of you. So Lady Vale is now going first. Is that correct?
Correct.
And followed by
Hex.
Hex, followed by
Jebediah with the big gun.
followed by.
Bombshell.
Titan.
Oh, I
No,
thought
followed
it was
by Bombshell.
Then Titan.
Cool. And yes, if you're wondering about it, Aquamarine, you are definitely going to be moving more towards Lady Vale because right now you can't even access those powers.
Right.
Yeah, you should.
But you can
meta
spend
point.
meta points.
Yep,
Yeah,
you can meta point yourself over there.
Can
You
I
got
s- 3 of them and then
Use
just
3.
Do it.
Thank you, chat.
oh,
Thank you, chat. Lady Vale.
Getting back into
Oh, she looks more normal now.
Thank
So, yeah.
you. I feel more normal.
So yeah,
Okay.
wrap him up and then just, you know, do the thing around his legs.
Hmm?
Add
Right.
him.
Okay.
Textile
Yeah.
piece is super strength.
Okay. It was beaten by
Just ACV.
4.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
ACV plus your unarmed attack.
oh, because you're using your
Oh.
So you
Okay. Yeah. I beat it by a lot.
Yeah. You beat it by 5.
So it's 100%.
Unless
If it's
she's adding that
damage,
ACV,
otherwise-
in which case you beat it by 3.
Okay. Oh, beat by 5.
5.
You beat it by 5? Mm-hmm. Cool. That is, yep, right on the bottom end of 100%. You were using your constricting attack?
Yeah, to
Yes. To
first
send
legs.
out
She's sending out little
my wrap.
Gotcha. Okay.
wrap up
Okay.
the-
Yeah. So you send out the wraps from your mummified wristy
Wrap.
remains. Yeah. You're circling out, wrapping around and such around the legs and such. And yeah, you are able to slow down that chicken again a little bit more. It's starting to kind of catch itself.
Great job. Hex,
It's
go.
still slowed down a bit from the dehydration attack from earlier, as well as some of the other stuff that's been hitting it.
Excellent. I'm gonna use my Rosie buff just to make sure this works.
Okay.
So thank you, Chet. So you want my haiku first, I assume?
Yep.
I like to play games, so let's play my favorite. The floor is lava. And a lava circle will go under its feet so it can slowly burn
Okay. I see what
and
you're
Start
saying.
sinking into the lava.
I
into
see
the
what you're
lava.
saying. Okay. Give me your roll.
Okay, and then so I get a +4 with my Rosie buff.
Ooh, that's gonna be good.
That is darn good.
How would you
Chicken
beat it
got
by?
She did it by
Fried.
15.
Chicken got deep fried.
Okay.
Chicken floor is lava.
Something smells really good.
Oh wow.
Or
Okay.
really bad.
Cooked
Okay.
garbage.
So yeah, you.
Oh, and
do-
Harvey totally jumped off. Don't worry.
Okay, so you
We think.
magically
He did. You see the
reform
grease.
the ground underneath the feet of this chicken, and it starts to sizzle and cook, and the chicken is, it's got
It's
a bad case of the
lava.
hot foot.
It's quick.
Yes. Yeah. It's, well, I mean, it's not, we got dueling magic going on here.
Okay, okay.
I appreciate your attempt to wrap things up
No, I'm just kidding.
so quickly, but no.
I'm just proud of it.
But yeah, it is sitting there and it is stuck and it's burning and its
Yeah.
feet are on fire. And
Good.
it would be pitiful if it wasn't a golem of chicken.
Is it sentient enough to know that it is in pain?
It is at least aware that it should not be in this
Oh, shoot,
situation.
we're looking at it.
Okay.
Jebediah, you're up next.
I am indeed, and since my rocket launcher is all prepped for the extra explosive damage, I'm gonna aim right for
The hot spot on its chest. That
yeah,
magic
right
stuff?
for where she said the hot spot was on its chest,
Okay.
and fire away.
Are you firing on your own or are you firing with anybody else?
Well,
What do you mean with?
Well, this is all
anybody?
part of a combined attack.
Oh, this is all part of a combined
Right,
attack.
this is
Okay.
all-
Okay.
and I am beating it by nothing.
But you got it.
Nope.
Oh,
Missile goes wide.
Yep. Even on 2die8 goes
Cracks
wide.
into a skyscraper across the other way, explodes, glass, steel goes shattering everywhere.
Well, that's going to cost us points.
do not fear, friend. I have this.
No, it's planned.
And
Weakening the building 'cause I'm on the
Bombshell,
drop.
you're on
Bombshell.
next.
So I'm going to exit his head, and
Move down to the middle.
since the bomb thingy didn't work, I am going to penetrate its middle and then blast kind of a hole through the
Aiming for that hot
dehydrated
spot?
meat hot spot.
Okay, good. Give me that roll.
But then I would like to exit. I would like to blast and exit so that I don't get sucked into the lava.
You can just pop it hard. It's
Okay.
just,
That's
you've
what
got.
but I don't want to get
Void
sucked into the
Smoker
lava.
already endowed you with the ability to pop your kneecaps out,
Yes,
so
my
you can just do your
kneecaps.
fists that way.
Okay, that's what I'm doing. Thank you, Void Smoke. All right. Yeah. But I want to make sure that I'm not in the lava.
Yeah.
Sort of my main objective. 6, and I'm beating my
Well, you can fly, so it's really not an
Yes.
issue for you, yeah.
swarm attack is 14, so I beat it by 8.
Sounds good. That is also going to be a lot of damage.
Thank you.
Cracking into that centerpiece, okay.
Yes.
And then we got Kid.
And then. So, you're up there, you're down here. Okay, I'm taking a running leap this time and just going cannonball. Like as soon as I get airborne, I'm like making myself as ballish as possible.
Okay,
and just going into him with I weigh 3,800 pounds right now.
Right, because your mass has been increasing as we've gone along.
Yeah, and I'm gonna cannonball him.
I like
Excellent.
it. I like it.
Brave plan.
I'm not gonna say anything fancy because that'll just ruin it.
Knock him out.
I enjoy working with this team.
Oh.
So I beat it by 4.
Okay.
Oh, it's a ranged attack. I only beat it by 1.
How many damage on that?
I guess technically, since I'm the one, it is an unarmed attack. I did beat it by 3.
We need this to be really important on damage, right?
Oh yeah.
That's why.
If I min-max right now and you're
It's
going...
too late. He's already done it.
Hulu.
You already rolled.
But I will use my +4 bonus,
so
so I can
Thank you.
at least get full damage out of
sounds
it.
good. So what damage would that be on you then for that?
I am looking. Let's see. It's
Because your mass has increased dramatically.
yeah. It's I've got the equivalent of 12 ranks of super strength right now, which is
120.
it's 20 damage per or 10 damage per.
10
So yeah,
damage,
120 plus my normal. So it's about.
Plus massive.
Yeah, we're going. We're gonna call it an even 200.
That's what I see.
See,
Yeah.
kids, math is important.
Math sucks.
So a massive amount of damage from those combined attacks, all popping into this chicken at once. And as you all hit that centerpiece, you saw just like this explosion from that area of almost like this burst of light, magical arcs go skewering off of it, and frizzing out and everything else. And the chicken, for the first time since any of the attacks that you've tried at all, really seems bothered by this. I mean, even your lava, I mean, it was a lot of damage, all these other things that have happened, hitting it with cars, whatever. This really bothered it. And you see it kind of stagger it a bit as it's, trying to get out of the lava situation that it's in. And it sounds a little pitiful, actually. And
Do we feel sympathy for the chicken?
it's up to you. It's a character decision.
Definitely
You did
not.
flirt with the chicken. Perhaps you have a bond.
Yeah, we're bonded now.
Gross.
But
A little gross.
but then
Buxton.
you were behind.
That wasn't
behind,
ominous,
behind.
but then.
Yeah, I know. Sorry about
Somewhere airborne traveling through a chicken.
I heard an ellipses at the end of that, but then.
that. Hex,
Yeah.
give me a well, it would be one of you three, so let's be honest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, Hex. Hex, give me a soul roll, please.
11. I beat it by 3.
Cool. I just needed the total. I don't need. It's not a beating. It's
Oh,
more-
11.
Sorry. Thank you. And this is with a -4 penalty.
Oh. So
Okay, so I guess I didn't.
You beat it exactly.
Because I'm just going off of this. So you found yourself. I mean, you were so happy about all the stuff that just happened
Yeah.
there, and this would be a little bit weird because you've got Rosie's brain and Hex's stuff's going on, but you just found a third personality kind of merged in and asserted itself for a moment, and
Mother forker.
and you feel as if you were just taken over by an incorporeal form that, out of character, remember your beta testing abilities,
Keep talking.
and in
Tell
character,
me more.
this form, it's almost viral. It's almost like a meme that's just inserted itself in your brain space, and you're pretty sure that Reddit Lad has just gotten in there.
Reddit Lad is in my head?
Yeah. So so that happens.
Just for a minute, or did he leave, or is he still there?
Beta testing. Do you remember Lady Vale's attacks? Or excuse me, misdirections attacks?
Oh, similar. Yeah.
Yeah. So she just got possessed, basically.
I don't want a boy in my head.
This would be a great
This is
conversation.
gross.
You say that now, but in a few years.
Gross. Gross.
So that happens, and then because they are Sexist pricks. That would be on Bombshell. The 4 Chans start firing off a sonic blast at you from a distance.
I am still in swarm form.
I know, it's going to have no effect whatsoever. But they didn't realize that when they started their attack.
Suck it.
So I'm not even going to bother rolling, but that was the
Suck
target.
it.
So,
learned that
but you are
colloquialism.
aware.
I like it.
You like
welcome.
It? Suck it. But you are aware that these blasts of sonic energy are flying at your direction from off to the side, and you see these 4 figures kind of cowering and hiding behind the
Can I send
the cars.
nano wasps at their genitals
On
as
your
well?
turn, you can do all sorts of things.
Excellent.
Did
Meanwhile-
they just make themselves our enemies.
Meanwhile, Jebediah, this will be just kind of a straightforward unarmed attack. Let's see. Jeb, give me a defensive check, please, with a 2-point penalty because you're not aware that this is happening.
That's going to be really, really hard to beat. I'm not going to do it unless I can roll a 0 on that second dice.
So, Jebediah, you are aware that because it just happened to you, that Riptide's old friend, Johnny Legion, just came up from behind you at the rocket as you were watching your missile go flying off the side and just kind of, darn it. You know, or whatever Jebediah /
I think it'd be more like a fuck.
Darn it. And Johnny Legion just came up behind you, did his split, and tried to attack.
What? So they're attacking us?
He barely made his roll.
They're going
Barely
down.
made his roll. So that is going to only be 25 points of damage.
Yeah, well.
These spurious heroes trying to pretend that they are something they are not. They will face our vengeance.
And that brings us then to Lady Vale.
Okay. Okay, so I noticed this is happening with the. Okay. So, I want to attack Johnny as in a reactive sort of like way with my ability to constrict his outfit, clothing.
Wait, on who?
On Johnny.
Yeah, I don't think you're aware of this.
Oh, I'm
because
not
you-
aware of
No,
it.
because he was by the bus
Okay, we're
with a
still at the
missile
chicken.
launcher. I mean,
Okay.
yeah.
Then I'd like to use my wraps to send him out to hit the 2 glowing magic points on the
I like it.
That's up to him.
the 2 yeah,
You can give it a try.
2 sides.
I like it. So you fire off with your 2 attacks to hit both wings and try to kind of bind it a little bit more.
I beat it by 9.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a nicely played. What about your second roll?
Oh yes. And then my third. Okay, this one I beat by 6.
6. So with those 2 attacks from Lady Vale's, wrappings of doom, she flings them out again, and magically they, whatever your power is, the wrappings just extend like Spider-Man style.
Lady Vale style.
Lady Vale style.
Yeah.
I apologize. I should have said Lady Vale style. Doing it Vale style. And they fling around, they wrap, start, binding the wings of this chicken golem. And it's now even more unhappy than it was before because it's stuck in lava. It's been getting the crap pummeled out of it. Its wings are now starting to be tied down like it was Thanksgiving dinner. And,
I have more attacks. Can I use them?
you have, I think, 1 more, don't you?
I have 2 more.
You have 3. You've attacked twice.
Oh, right. Okay, great. So, then I'd like to do that again to
Okay.
one side.
2 where?
One of the chicken wings.
Okay,
More
okay.
concentrated.
I like it.
Like that.
Like that.
Beat it by 6.
Beat it by 6. Okay, yeah. So that is definitely going to be a success on that. So yeah, you managed to fling out your wrapping, constricting stuff, and you're doing some incidental damage with that. I guess it's an unarmed attack.
Just like that.
And then if you want, you can just hold it for next time and start constricting them.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing.
But yeah, you've got this chicken very well bound from all of those.
I got that chicken back.
Ass. 50, 17. Yeah. This chicken's not looking great.
All right.
It's bound up by mummy wraps. It's been broiled by lava. It's got a lot of stuff going on. Hex.
Do I want to use that meta point?
At the end of the turn, I'll give you another defensive check to break free.
If you do, he will be stuck as Jen.
That's true. I won't use it. Excellent. Okay. Well, I'm sure I look really good right now because not only do I talk to my invisible grease-covered bunny.
Right now, you're still possessed.
Right, but I'm
So
also
bunny
talking,
can do something, sword can do something.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm describing an image here of
Paint,
the
paint
street.
me a word picture. I'm
right?
excited.
Of like Hex, like freaking, like, get out of my head, go over there, do it. Like,
Yeah.
no one's in front of her, right?
Yeah,
She's yelling orders. So yeah, that's Mercy. The sword is going straight for what's his face. Rip. What's his? Reddit got
lad?
me. Reddit lad.
You don't know where he is. Well, I mean, you know where he is. He's in you.
But
Does he have a corporeal form someplace
Your
else?
sword
Yeah,
is
does
going
he-
to need to puncture you.
it's gonna need to. Oh, so now. Oh crap.
I mean, you can do it. You can absolutely do it. You'll
Right, but
both
then
take
I would-
damage.
We'll both take.
He'll take soul damage.
But
You'll
I would-
just take physical damage.
Right. He would take soul damage though.
I mean, you can stab yourself. Okay, I'm going to say it. You could stab yourself with your own sword, and in doing so, it would probably encourage him to get out of your brain.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Plus, since he's in control, you'll take the physical damage, but he'll take the soul
He'll
damage.
take the soul damage. So yeah, I'm gonna slice myself.
Holy crap.
I'm not going to make any jokes about cutters. I'm just going to acknowledge it's there and walk away.
Okay.
They're just so volatile at that age.
That is a
12-year-old
10.
girls and issues for days.
So that is a success by 7.
Okay, so Hex, to anyone watching this at home, it would seem really weird because Hex kind of going around. We see flying away from her again as if it has on a mission to go stab someone. The sword veers, does a perfect U-turn, comes back, and impales Hex.
And then
right in the
I go
gullet.
full, Urukai, and I'm just gonna keep pulling the sword all the way in so that he gets the message.
Friend, what is happening?
Okay, give me the roll and how much damage you take.
Well, I beat it.
You beat it by 5, so she takes 100%
Five.
damage.
Yeah, so you take 100% of your damage. So Hex,
fine.
you just took 40 points of damage.
30 points of damage here.
Yep, and Reddit Lad just took 2 points of soul damage.
Yeah, he did.
That's unfortunate.
It
He
is.
didn't
That's
have much
too
of a soul
bad.
to begin with.
It is. That was.
When your job is possessing people.
Really
Yeah, she is.
That was.
respect.
Damn.
Pencil?
I think that might be too much dedication to your.
So go ahead and give me a roll then at the end of your turn. Oh, excuse me, he's going to act still on your turn because he can do that before you do all this stuff to him. And since you've already claimed control of the sword, he is just going to use some magic. And, second. It's what, 575?
Yeah.
I'll give you the
It's not as easy as
haiku.
it
I will give you the
thinks.
haiku in just a second because it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Jebediah, it's on you.
That's what we thought.
He's gotta take his time.
Yeah, thinking on your feet
yeah.
isn't always easy.
Yeah.
You've got to know how to use the powers.
I'm gonna go ahead and use that last meta point to at least get over here, and I'm gonna turn to Johnny Legion and say,
Eat suck face.
"So done with your shit," and I am going to turn all of the water, the liquid in his bloodstream, steam. Going for a full hydro attack, 7 ranks, 140 points of damage.
We're the worst superheroes ever.
And
I don't know. I'm not
know
attacking
it's-
my compatriots.
I know
attacked
it's
us
not.
first.
I know it's not him. It's just one of his doubles.
Here, have some personality. Hashtag MetaPoint.
Thank you. Sweet. Do we actually have 4? Yeah. Oh, nice. Thanks, guys.
That's amazing. Thank you.
That's exactly what we needed.
Thank
And
you.
yeah, so here's my roll for that.
Okay.
Oh wait, that was my bad. Totally did not switch the dice. I gotta come.
Although
over
that would
here.
have been great.
That would have been fabulous. I think I'll do better on the 12s though.
You want to do that? No.
I don't think you can.
You did about the same.
I passed my roll at dead on, so 75% damage. That'd be.
He's not even listening. He's making haikus.
I know.
Yeah,
maybe
you
I
did-
could-
I'm listening. I'm listening.
He's not even.
105 points of damage to him.
Alright, fine.
of steam in his blood.
Yep, no, I heard it. He did the boiling of the steam.
Yeah, that's not. At
That
least
sounds unpleasant.
very unpleasant.
He's gonna hate that.
Yeah, he's gonna hate that.
I feel like that would mess with the whole cardiovascular
Oh, you
system,
could do
digestive
some-
system, all the systems that I know about. I think it would mess them
Out
up.
of character, Sarah, think about what I do on a Sunday. Listening to this while doing this is easy in terms of multitasking. Like,
So how's your spontaneous poetry coming along?
Or is it
she's not
Bombshell's
spontaneous.
turn?
She sits there and writes it down
Or is it
before.
Bombshell's turn since you're still writing?
Turn off the hot foot. Such a foul way to treat me. Hail to the GM.
Oh!
The lava goes away.
Wow, Reddit lad is the GM. Now we know.
All right, all right.
He calls himself the GM.
The ghost machine.
GM.
The ghost machine.
Good
I dig
ghost
it.
machine. Like, he's a good man in his own mind. That's what it is. So.
And he's got the good magic.
Does that mean he's finally mastered king standing up?
Bombshell. All
Bombshell.
you, yeah.
Okay. I would like to try to steal Johnny Legion's duplicating power.
Oh yeah, you've been wanting that for a while.
I have.
Yeah.
Real bad.
I'm
Yep.
gonna, in fact, spend a meta point unless anybody has an objection to
Spend that, do it.
So I can definitely make sure I
Yeah,
get that.
thank you.
Okay, and so I want to steal that, but I also can I do a swarm attack after I do that, or just steal? Just stealing is pretty much
power
it.
is stealing
that's
power.
it?
Yeah,
Okay.
That's an action.
All right,
that is a
I'm
mimicry.
still doing it. Oh, I stole it by a lot.
Whoa!
I stole the crap out of it.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 4.
Yeah, yeah. You've picked up the ability now to duplicate yourself.
Thanks.
You have to switch it for one of your old abilities, which is
I
fun.
didn't have as I didn't have.
Oh,
5 to
you're
begin
not
with.
full up to your
I'm
5?
just collecting as I feel
Yeah.
like it.
I want that one.
Yeah.
I like
In no
that
way,
one.
shape, or form
Power
is a
shopping.
nanobot capable of reconstituting itself into multiple
So
duplicate
now I have
copies.
multiple copies of myself nanobot-wise. So theoretically, I can make multiple swarm attacks at the same time now.
We'll talk afterwards.
Okay.
It's not as easy as you might think.
Yes, there'll be some. Yes.
Something. We'll
It means
do
I have to
that.
do math, is what it means.
So, so Bombshell. So you just did that. I know that uses up your. I don't think it uses up it counts as an
Yeah,
attack.
that's her whole action.
Or that is because it's.
But I'm still
yeah.
in swarm form. Just in case.
Yes,
anybody
you're still
tries to
swarmed.
attack me.
Kid Titan, it's on you.
Hey, all right. So, I felt like the combined attack went well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hit it again. Just, I mean,
see if I can hit it in the same spot.
I mean, you're the only one left right now to hit on your turn. Everyone
right.
else has done
I'm just gonna straight up try and stop it this round.
And then next time do again.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Let's get ready for another combined attack. In the meantime, I'm gonna try and knock him off his feet a little bit more, just to slow him down some. I know he's in lava.
Wait, the
No,
lava
the
went
lava's
away, but
gone.
did the
Gone.
lava seal, and so his feet are now stuck?
No.
That would be
you
excellent.
could just
Power of
you
magic.
could leg tackle that thing.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Since he's sort of kind of like wrapped up in her.
And there's still power spots in its legs too, right?
There are.
Right. So I'm just gonna basically.
Yeah, the center one dissipated after you popped it.
Okay.
But there's still a glowing
On the
pressure
arms.
points on wings and legs.
And legs. Aim for the
Okay, I'm going to go position myself directly in front of Lady Vale because she's got like the things out,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
Her ribbons. So I'm gonna get myself in front of her, kind of between her, about 5-10 feet in front of her, and grab a hold of them also,
And pull with her.
and pull with her using
like
my
it.
immense super strength with
I
her
like it.
unbreakable.
I like
That's
it.
awesome.
Give me the roll. I love it.
Yeah.
And I'm rolling 10s, and I'm hoping for a good. That's not great, but that's still no.
You know,
Oh, it's only a touch attack. I'm not trying to do damage, so.
we also didn't do any of us earlier. Roll our 3 dice and take
Oh,
the
we
best
didn't
2.
do our
Sure, you can do it on the next turn.
Doing it now. Okay, that'll get me by.
Sweet. So Kid Titan, you run up to your partner, to Lady Vale, and the two of you now start pulling together on these unbreakable mummy strands that are wrapped around the wings of the chicken. It starts backing up a bit.
Is this okay? I
the
didn't
same
ask first. I'm sorry.
We're doing it!
Cool.
The chicken is starting to stumble backwards.
Excellent teamwork, fellows.
So that takes us to
Top of the round. Chicken's turn.
yeah. So now it's the other team's turn.
Super chicken.
Chicken at all.
Reddit Lad is gonna stay.
Stay right where he is, huh?
Yep.
WTF,
He doesn't. He wants to be banished to another dimension.
He's got it
Clearly.
Clearly he does.
He didn't like that, but he's also, he can mess with people and no one knows he's there, so he's got some advantages over.
I haven't told them.
Well, what?
No one other
We're
than
in
your team knows he's
communication,
there.
so we know.
All we
So-
see is you stabbing yourself with your sword.
Which, if you don't think that'll be on the bloopers reel of next week, last week on American
Actually,
Sentinel.
it kind of like on film, it's just going to look like, since they know Reddit Lad went into him, it's going to look like Reddit Lad was trying to murder her with a sword.
You
I'm
never
innocent.
saw any of that because he was already incorporeal when he got up to you.
Oh, nice. And invisible.
Yes, so...
Because those mean different things.
But Johnny Legion is not really enjoying the experience of being
Boiling
around you now.
From the inside out.
Yeah, and so he's gonna flee.
Excellent.
Great.
He's gonna flee. It was fun for a moment,
I'm
but
glad I took his power while
he's
I
gonna
had
run
the
back.
chance.
But then he realized that water comprises 75% of his body and decided
yeah,
to maybe
he's
take a
gonna
walk.
he'll come up with something else for later. The other the Chans at this point are going to continue their sonic attack, and they look like they're attacking the chicken. But you're still hanging out on it, right?
Yeah, but I'm in swarm form.
Yeah, which again,
They don't know.
yeah.
They don't get it.
So they continue to fire off, and they are hitting individual nanobots.
Oh, sure.
Are flying off and being hurt.
Don't
And-
worry, friends. I will get you later.
And it looks like they're trying to shoot the chicken, but they keep hitting around you and hitting you. But again, because you're in swarm form,
It's fine. I will take
it's
it.
not an area attack, so it's just kind of ripping off little pieces of them at times.
Okay. And we're going to try and combine an attack again?
The rest
Yes,
of the
I
A team
can.
is
I know you
actually
can.
seeming a little dysfunctional. Not the A team. What were they
A
called?
squad.
Plan A.
Plan
the
A.
rest
Plan
of Plan A is actually off to the side, and they seem concerned about what Johnny is up to. And so they're more just huddled right now and talking to each other.
So we're just fighting the chicken and the 4 Chans at the moment?
And Reddit Lad.
And Reddit Lad.
Who we can't see.
Who we
or,
can't see.
Yeah.
Without
So-
hurting our friend.
So Reddit Lad, well, he'll go when Hex goes. We'll do it that way. So Lady Vale, the chicken is so many creatures. The chicken stumbling back, bound up. It'll try to break free. So I guess we'll do an opposed strength check.
And it has
and
2.
you guys can combine your powers. So you each get a +2 bonus to your roll.
It's funny every time.
Okay.
So we're doing...
And you're doing it to keep it unbalanced, right?
I believe so.
Unbalanced and awkward.
Yeah.
Right.
Definitely awkward.
Yes, that's a good
Trying to
idea.
keep him real awkward here.
Yeah. But you're also keeping it from reconstitute. Like it hasn't been able to reach any more
Yeah.
food
Yeah.
sources.
Well, yes, that.
We're on basically in a full-on grapple check with
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
So go ahead and give me an opposed strength check, or body check. I'm sorry,
Body
or
check.
grapple if you have it. Both of you at a 2 bonus.
Okay. 10.
8. And my grapple is 1 more.
Right,
So.
And your body is. Well, you could use that one.
You got a 2 bonus, so
3.
Yeah.
beat it by
So you succeeded by 3.
Yes.
9.
Okay,
Beat it by 9.
nice. You actually would have stopped the chicken, except I just remembered I still have that +6 that I get to use from the Zoe Patreon folk. Thank you, Zoe Patreon.
Yes, thank you, Zoe Payton.
So
help.
only because of that, without it, not so much. Only
would've held it
because of
still.
that, the chicken is able to break one wing free a little bit, but it's still tethered a bit, and now it's very aware that you're behind it. So it actually will. It'll take a beak attack at you, because why not?
Like-
You're bound. You're bound.
Which one of us?
Odds, evens.
Front.
Odds. I just roll.
Hey, man.
So it's gotta like turn its head around.
It's still angry that you don't love it anymore.
One wing is there, so turn back, Lady Vale.
Again?
Chop down. Yep.
See,
And
this is what happened when
This would
seduction
be
goes
another
wrong.
crit, so I need a defense check, please.
It's okay. Your defense is pretty good. Unarmed.
I
you
made it.
totally made it.
Sweet.
I
So
made
it-
it!
Stomps down with its beak and hits the concrete next to you. It's off balance from you guys wrestling it. You're still holding on to it, so it still can't move.
I laugh
you
at
know,
it as that happens. Ha! Because I'm sore from earlier.
it makes sense.
Sore.
So Hex, it is
Sword
your
battle.
turn now.
So what is the group attack that we are doing?
You have been
the same?
focusing on one of the glowing spots, is what
We're
you did the
focusing
first
on the
time.
glowing spots?
So I can't participate in the group attack.
Correct.
You can as soon as you kick Reddit Lad out of your
Right.
head.
Yeah, no, yeah, okay. Okay. So, I'm going to use
But these two still can do it, which counts as it for hitting that spot. In terms of game mechanics, if at least 2 of you are attacking it combined,
It counts as a group
counts.
attack if we
Right.
declare
I'm just
it
saying I
ahead of
can't be
time.
part of the group attack, so I'm going to take care of myself.
Makes sense.
And if it's all right,
Taking care of
I would like to use
yourself.
2 meta
Yes.
points.
Okay.
Good.
Okay, to get a little bit more rosy. Okay. So,
A reminder, Crash and Jebediah, you still each have one buff you can drop.
Your lasso.
It's
What does she need
combat,
to?
so I can't do anything
What does
with
she
that.
need to roll
Just let
right
you know.
now?
I can go to 12.
No,
You
no,
also
no,
can
stay-
give your
no.
your buddies all a plus
Where
2
you were
bonus.
is fine.
You also
If
can
I
use it to
use
give everyone
my-
else a bonus to their rolls.
I thought that was only non-combat. Okay.
Yeah.
Min max lets them use the best dice roll
Yes.
available on either sheet.
Yes.
So you
So-
could stay where you are. Since
Great.
it's in the same spot.
Okay, I'll stay where I am. I
I
won't
hit
use those meta points
min-max.
so that
Okay.
someone else can use them. He'll use his min-max on me. This is great.
Then you will roll the
Understand.
d10 on the best sheet. Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent. So, because he's in my head and I
Yes.
don't quite like him,
Yes.
I still have a connection with Harvey.
Yes.
And if Hex can see Harvey, then Reddit Lad can see Harvey. And a 900-pound bunny is going to now jump on me, and I'm going to grapple with him and use Rosie's ability of grappling.
So you are going to wrestle with your own invisible bunny.
Yes.
Who won't willingly hurt
scare-
you?
No, it's gonna. I'm hoping to scare him. Like that is a 900-pound
Okay.
greased-up bunny.
Okay, I'm with you. I'm with you. Give me,
Jump and like
give me your roll, but give me a,
grease up.
give me
Okay.
your roll with a.
Oh gosh. Oh, okay. Please.
I'm gonna say a 4-point penalty because he's used to this. He's used to being in other people. This is what he does.
Okay, well, I rolled a 5.
Oh, nice.
My grapple is 11, so even with
Nice.
the penalty is a success.
So you were grappled. He is now grappled with the bunny.
Yeah, and
With
we're
Harvey?
and I we're fighting and
Yes,
wrestling.
yes.
And he's doing the teeth.
Yes. Yes.
Scary.
I promise you, Reddit Lab will now be taking penalties to all of his rolls because of this grapple situation. Is that what you? Are you good now?
Yes.
Okay. You have another attack if you want to stab yourself with a sword again.
Oh yeah, no, that's happening.
Okay, give me the roll.
It's just gonna go around and like poke
You know,
me
you
real
could
quick.
technically just cut yourself with the sword and take the 2 soul damage and really
Yeah, no,
only
it's just
nick yourself.
no, it's just gonna. This is just a little one. This is a nick.
I don't think you have to impale yourself.
Okay. I liked the
Is
impalement
that the
thing.
bunny?
Oh no, it was awesome.
Yeah,
That was the screaming bunny.
It was
Funny.
bleating.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you will take just okay. Go ahead.
I'm
and
just
give
gonna do like a. It's gonna go by and just do like
I
a
see.
quick
Give me,
slice.
give me the roll.
You know, with all the other
And
ones.
for this, give me another 4-point penalty because that's a precision
That's-
attack while you're wrestling the bunny.
With a 7-foot sword.
Yeah.
So what's the
A
penalty?
4-point penalty.
11,
15.
15. Make it by 2.
Nicely played. Nicely played. So
He
yeah,
loses
Team-
another 2 souls.
Team, are we
does.
seeing what Hex is up
And do
to?
I get what you say, like 5 points of damage or something?
I'm not even. Don't even worry
Don't
about
worry
damage
about
from it. Yeah.
Hex is having issues down. Is anybody else seeing what
You got another
she's...
missile in
No.
there?
So
No, but I'm gonna be okay in a
with his
second.
magical ability, Reddit Lad is going to
Yes.
think
Reddit
for a
Lab.
moment because I'm not used to being this character. Jebediah, it's on you.
Well, I'm definitely gonna take the 2 that Rosie didn't. Let me
Yep.
throw those down there.
Yes.
To get all the way over to here.
Yep.
And since the bunny is off balance, you said it was still off balance?
Yes.
On,
Yeah, it's still
chicken.
tethered on
Chicken,
one
sorry,
wing.
chicken.
The
not
The
chicken.
bunny is just
The
greasy.
chicken's been winged. It's
Right.
Foreign animals.
On,
This
on the
particular
side,
episode.
Uh huh.
on the side that it is unbalanced on,
Yeah.
on that chicken wing where it's, what I'm going to do is
There's a
focus.
tethered side and untethered side.
The tethered side,
Okay.
since that clearly has leverage on it,
Okay, you're gonna do what?
I am going to target just that shoulder area and attempt to explode into a gas.
So what you should be targeting, because you've already talked about this, is that same
the
glowing,
glowing
spot that
spot.
everyone else
Right.
is targeting at.
That's what I'm trying to blow the arm
Perfect.
off.
Okay, I want to make sure I understand correctly.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I'm attempting to do
I'm
is
with
to
you. I get
blow
you.
that arm off by causing all
I'm
of the
on
liquid
board.
to steam up.
I like it.
And I beat by... Oh, there it is. 2.
Nice. Okay. So how much damage does that
I'm
do?
still in mode for full hydro damage, so that would be 140 points of damage.
Okay, and then bombshell.
I
You're gonna
want-
fire off a nano strike in that same spot.
Yes, but
Okay.
because I have Johnny Legion's duplication power, can I at least send 4 nano... No?
You'd have to make the duplicates first, which would be your action.
Okay, never mind. I just wanted to bite the 4chans while I was attacking.
You can get them at
chicken.
the end, I promise.
Okay. I am the spot that has not been attacked yet. I want to swarm blast it.
You're trying to blast the same spot that Riptide
same-
was, correct?
yeah, you wanna
gotta
do the
it
same
in
spot.
one
Same
attack.
one.
Do it, and you get a +2 penalty or bonus. Excuse me.
Okay.
Which I'm sorry, Riptide. I should have told you that as well, but you knew that.
Still would
so
have
you
been the
did-
same
yeah.
damage.
I beat it by 4 then.
Okay, cool. So both of your shots fire off this nanite burst as well as Riptide's pulse of water.
Yep, water steaming, exploding steam.
Steaming compulsion of water smacks into this this other glowing spot, and the entire wing of this thing comes ripping off.
Does it like claw in chunks?
Because of where the tether was, and pieces are spurting out all over the place and such.
And light, we're hoping
Yeah.
to see.
Oh yeah, you see that same explosion
Yes.
of light and whatnot, and that
Okay.
glowing spot. Ultravision, magical awareness, glowing spot, all that gone.
Great.
Good.
You find
It's almost my turn.
you find yourself in control now of your body. Red Light just left. You don't even know why. It just happened.
Maybe because of the greased up 900-pound bunny. I am now also very greased up.
Yeah,
I
you-
should say. That
Didn't go wrong.
That didn't.
Which also reminds me
Is
that
it-
he really would have seen the bunny because the bunny was visible as
Yeah.
this walking pile of grease and crap.
Yeah.
And hugely.
Is it
grotesque.
crash?
So,
I think Crash should go. Let's just move
so now
on
we're back
from
up
that
to the
moment.
top. We're back up to the top. The chicken is very wounded, very upset about this. Before the chicken can act, you see
Someone's gonna come in and try to steal our
What do
glory.
we see?
Oh, of
no,
course.
no.
Someone's gonna come in and steal our thunder. That's what they're gonna do.
It has not been the first time that miscreants have stolen the victory that was rightfully ours, and
Where'd
yet
that sheet go? Oh,
we
there it is.
persevere with moral
You notice
victory.
a burst of electricity come flying off from one side, over from where the rest of Plan A was, as well as a magical walker comes flinging across the street and smacks into the other wing of the chicken.
Well, now she
Nice
can't.
and
Are they focusing their shots?
And at that moment, there's an explosion of light and everything else, and the other wing of the chicken goes flying off. As and a voice cries out from across the street, "We don't know what he was thinking, but we're going to help you now. Sorry about that."
Oh, Granny.
So they're defecting from his
Thanks,
team?
Mabel. Is that her name?
When this is over, I have some hard candy for you.
I don't take
All
any
right,
candy
team.
from
One more
strangers.
combined attack. We're getting that Werther's
So
original.
So yeah, I mean, you're smart enough to realize that Plan A is basically they don't know what Johnny Legion was doing. They were not cool with it.
He was taking a cheap shot at his
It
enemy.
is
Exactly.
really
Part of
no.
Alpha
But
Squad
they have
now.
decided they want to help. They recognize the threat that is this chicken golem, and so they just helped by taking out the other wing.
In the PR business, we call that
Okay,
saving
we have
face.
succeeded in Empire Strikes Back. We are moving on to Operation Gulliver's Travels.
Oh, you're gonna kneecap this thing?
Well, you know, since he's
Oh, the
already
chicken has to attack a target. So you're in the area. You're on the chicken. You're
in the air. I mean,
yeah. You're doing the thing.
They can attack me.
I think viable targets are pretty much Lady Vale and
yeah, and I'm in front, so
and it is.
yeah, I'm pretty much cover for her.
Okay, so the chicken is going to take a stab. I didn't do that on purpose. That's
great.
A stab at you, and this would hit. So if you want to give me a defensive check, go for it.
I'd be happy to try, but just gonna let you know now, I'm not gonna make it. Nope. Nope.
That's not bad.
That was
No,
so close.
that's a 9. Too bad my defensive check is 3.
And one tip over, and you have that.
Oh.
So that is 100. You will need to make a stability check.
I have 10 ranks of immovable right now. He's not.
You're not moving?
He's not budging me.
Yeah. And you actually could take 150 now, can't you?
Oh, easy.
Yeah, so 150 of points as this thing chomps down and smacks you just as hard as it did Lady Vale several rounds ago, earlier in this
Yeah.
combat. Those of you who are watching see the chicken come down, hit Kid Titan square on, and for a split second your thought is, oh crap. But as it rears back up, Kid just kind of looks at it and
Still holding on to those reins.
Your powers are working fine, little man.
Sure, they are now. Okay, Vale.
Okay.
Piggyback. You and me are going for a ride.
Okay.
so Lady Vale, you're up.
I'm very dexterous. Okay, so the chicken wings are gone.
Yes.
So now I'm going for the feet.
Yep, you're gonna wrap the legs, 3 attacks.
Yes.
Fire off, give me the rolls.
Okay. Here we go. Okay. This one I've beaten by 7.
Cool.
Okay, got that.
If you succeed, you're gonna make it because this chicken has 0 defense.
Oh. I didn't make this one.
Okay, give me your third attack.
I did make this one.
Cool, so you fire off another band of bandages that go flying around, a bandage barrage,
Bandage barrage.
wrapping around the legs of this chicken.
It's singing.
Yes.
Chicken song.
Sky is falling! So the chicken is very
He's
stuck.
not chicken little, he is quite chicken big, in fact.
And Hex, it is on you, and you have full control of yourself again.
Okay, so I
Are we
think.
going to resolve the combined attack?
Oh yeah,
first?
they're doing a combined attack.
Oh, they already did it and blew up the thing.
I haven't done my
He was doing
attack
it
this
with
round.
her.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
My
Just for
combined
the,
attack's with her.
I see what you're saying, for the binding and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you go first.
Well, I mean, I just wanted to know if we were doing that first. I don't care.
assumed you were doing damage. I'm sorry. Please go ahead and include it with him. Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, okay. Well, my plan is I'm basically, now that she's got those out,
Yeah.
I'm backing up all the way to her.
Yep.
Grabbing a hold of both of them with the one hand, and since I don't have to, we're just gonna lean back and we're gonna go for the big swing. I'm doing hacksaw
Okay.
to attack all of the 4chans with the giant chicken.
Using it like a
Or their general area. 'cause
Yeah, I see what's going on.
Yeah.
Give me the.
Yeah,
give me the
basically,
roll.
I mean, I'm just tripping him and having the thing hopefully.
give me
That's
the roll. I
awesome.
see what's going on. Yeah.
Oops. You
Oh,
know.
oh,
happens
friends!
when-
What an excellent blow to their
And you know
terrible
what?
deeds.
Yeah, use
Result
it.
last
Always
meta point.
taking that.
Use it.
Thank you.
Yeah, if I'm gonna use hacksaw, I might as well. I might as
Yeah.
well do it. Might as well do everything I can with
I
it.
like it. I like it.
These wretches will soon pay for their abominations.
You know, shit
Yes.
happens when you party with naked chickens, so.
Naked. When have you ever seen a clothed chicken?
I've got a delivery for 4chan.
Devil ones! Oh!
The American Sentinel just started playing.
Bam, bam. Boom, 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 boom.
I'm not even going to try and describe it because you just did.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what happens. Using your incredible burst of super strength, all of the damage I think it is that you've been sucking up
Yeah.
from this attack.
And just turning right into super strength and
Kid
massive
Titan
damage.
manages to, with Lady Vale's magical wrappings, take that chicken and just start wailing it from side to side on the street.
So both of our
smacking into the
damages
chans.
combined together before, yeah.
The chans go scattering out of the way. I mean,
what
they
they
did not enjoy that experience in the slightest.
Prepare to face justice, evildoer. Your reign of mischief ends
It's
here.
raining
And,
nuggets on them.
Wow. So
Raining nuggets.
How much damage is that?
Well,
That-
after I maxed out my
I'm gonna be
master
honest with you, because of time, I don't care about damage right now because I've got other stuff to worry
it's
about.
so much.
It is a lot of damage.
I wanted to know how
So Hex,
terrible that
just
was.
so much.
Jebediah,
Technical
and
term.
Bombshell.
Yes. Do we have anything to combine
work.
attack? What is
Wait.
left?
There's still 2 glowing spots in that chicken's
There's two,
leg.
and I'm
Yeah,
gonna try to
and
take
now
care
it's-
of one of them here.
It's kind of prone. Let's go for it.
Great.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna fly to the orb.
If the 3 of you attack it at once, you can do it with a +3 bonus.
Okay. Attacking.
Yes,
Great,
I
so
love that idea.
what I'm gonna do is I'm just do a flying leap God sword into the.
Like it.
Do it.
If I turn the chicken legs into frozen legs and you slam that into it, you could shatter it. So I should do the ice
Yeah.
and then.
Could
Yep.
the shrapnel from that
Go
one hit
for
the
it.
other one?
Or if you
No.
are the legs tied together?
No. I
Okay.
mean, they're buckled at the knees, but the glowing
Right.
spots are not in a spot like that.
They're not in line with each other.
Yeah. But just, no.
Okay. I beat mine. by
I beat
one.
by 6.
Okay. So let my sword
2
fly
of you have
true.
already made it, so yeah.
Let my sword fly true to the evil orb of doom. Become Lion-O.
I like it.
Give
And that is an eight.
sight.
Which for the sword beats it by 9. And
Mom,
it also might.
Oh, that was a nice.
Yeah, so you stab the sword down. Right before you do, Riptide crystallizes all of the water and such around the knee joint of that leg on the chicken. Bombshell comes down and blasts another nanobite, just smacking into it, and this combination just explodes the knee out of this chicken, this golem. Pieces going flying here and there and everywhere. And as soon as you do that, you see another blast of energy come across from General Panic and Grandma Mabel, and I forget all of their names right now.
Thanks, G.
General Disarray.
Red Menace.
Yeah, that's
Red
Red
Menace.
Menace was there.
Conductor.
Red Menace is like a bunch of leaflets go flying. I don't know. Anyway, Red Menace is imaginary. Doesn't actually get
He splits damage between everyone equally.
So that's what it is. Can only do equal damage to it. That's what it is. But the other chicken leg, the same thing happens. It explodes at once, and the chicken, the life in this golem just kind of bleeds out, and it just melts into the ground. Not into the ground, but I mean just kind of falls apart. It starts crumbling into its pre-animatronic form.
I'm Febrezing.
Or automaton, excuse me.
I'm Febreze.
You start Febrezing the city. Everyone is so happy about that and thankful.
I'm here for you people.
Harvey's gonna
Thank you.
take a bucket from one of the food trucks and just start filling it with the pieces of chicken that have fallen, so he can have some.
Harvey
for
might
later.
get indigestion after this, just so you know.
He's a 900. He could take it.
Probably don't want to eat necromantic chicken.
Harvey's a
The other members of
He's his own
Plan
I wouldn't know
A,
anything about
the other
that,
members of
mind
Plan A come over to you, and since I've already horrifically endowed her, I'll just let Grandma Mabel speak. And she says, "Oh, that was a good battle, young'uns. Thank you for your help.
Well, thank you for the assist, Grandma.
Yeah, thanks,
We're
Steve.
so sorry. We don't know what Johnny was thinking.
He doesn't like us much.
We noticed
He's a
that.
douchebag.
I'm
not
glad
speak
the
so to the
chicken's
elderly.
defeated."
But he is.
And
It's true, but we still do not speak so
And
to
as
the
you guys are
elderly.
talking, you see
right.
the pieces of those glowing orbs that dropped off of this chicken. They start swirling together
Hex,
Friends.
off the street,
Hex, this is you.
coming all
Yeah.
in swirly, magically stuff, and then eventually they crystallize back together into the form of an amulet,
Oh.
missing one more piece to it.
Oh.
I'm gonna take the amulet.
And you know all sorts of stuff about the occult and everything, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
also-
do.
Give me that roll.
I will give you that roll. That is 6, so I beat it by 7.
Sweet. You are aware that this is an example of the amulet of life and death and life.
Life and death and life.
Yes. And these amulets can be used to do exactly what you just experienced, to create life out of death or death out of life, to reverse aging, all sorts of magical components to this thing. But there is a piece missing to it. And given what you know about the occult and how magic works, the odds are good that that missing piece is somewhere in the mall
We gotta
and
get
was
it.
used as part of the ritual that gave birth to this golem to begin with.
Yeah, we gotta get
We gotta
that
go find
piece.
them.
All right, I suggest maybe we look in the food court.
Could I explore with
Throwing
my
that out there.
nanobots and just
Absolutely.
kind of
So you guys and the rest of the Plan A go back to the food court of the Sentinel City Mall.
And I'm everywhere.
You're scouring around, whatnot. It takes you a little bit of time, but you do manage to find the last piece in the of the amulet in the fryer of the Chicken Shack.
It makes sense.
Chicken Shack?
CHIK'N/SHAK.
I'll get some tongs out and
They deliberately have that apostrophe because they almost use no real chicken.
I don't want to touch it with my fingers.
That's fine. So you're able to get it out. You put it, and it reconstitutes the amulet.
Oh, hot oil.
And we can discuss what you want to do with that down the road. So you guys are sitting there, kind of congratulating yourselves and feeling good about how everything went.
excellent work.
When, out of nowhere, your brain starts to throb a bit, and you see flashing lights.
But I was winning.
And you find yourself being sucked across space and time
And stuff.
reality, and finding yourself fully invested in your player identity as you look around and see yourself surrounded by the other phalanx of metapods, and you see each other,
You're all naked.
and standing in the middle, just kind of looking at you all, it's Colonel Richardson, and he just simply says, it worked. He turns over to Dr. Simpkins. I owe you 20.
You were betting?
And that's where it fades to black.
Oh.
And so we'll come back next week to find out what is going on in the continuing adventures of the Masters of the Metaverse.
Thank you for helping today, Chad.
Thank
We
you.
really all of your help.
You were awesome.
Chicken monster.
We are still clearly working on a couple of things. I know I saw a couple of things going on about about buffs and stores and trolls and whatever the hell else. Some of you have already been sending me some stuff on Discord. That's fine. Please go ahead and keep doing that. This is definitely a community effort, and so we're going to work on this to make it the best darn show possible and to figure out what kind of things you guys like to see and how we can really mess with this. At the end of the day, we all just love doing this to come and play.
Yeah,
I think we have enough time for us each to just introduce ourselves one more time. If you could go down the row, your name, and I mean, we've got the characters, so just your name and hi and stuff.
My real name.
Yeah, who you are.
I'm Vanessa Postel.
I'm Maggie Ferguson-WAGSTAFFE.
I'm Sarah Sanders-ODE. Hi.
I'm Christian Doyle.
And I'm Kelly.
No name needed.
And I'm Chris Odie on behalf of Zombie Orpheus Entertainment and Hyper RPG. Again, thank you so much for letting us do this show with and for you.
Yes.
And while I have a chance to say, major kudos to Vanessa for your work last night on DFA.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Enjoyed seeing you there and the chaos that happened at the end of the show.
Yeah, it was
really glad not to be on last night.
Right?
You probably could have died.
I know. I was like, screw this. I'm never showing up in corporeal form again. It will always be through a messenger or third party. Anywho.
Thank you.
But again, thank you. Please spread the word. We'll see you guys on Twitter. We'll see you in Discord. We'll see you Facebook, other social media options. Go have a great weekend. See you guys later.
Thank you.
Thank you.